Apparently chat really wants DSP. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't help you. I don't have gout.
But I do have this. This is not the Magic School Bus on acid, chat. This is clearly the Doctor Who theme on acid. Hang on. Happy birthday, Sticky Nut Juice. Welcome to the stream. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? I've been meaning to stream for a little bit. I was planning on doing it the last couple days. I've got like a few streams worth of stuff to cover, but you know, I've been also a little bit concerned about, you know, just my whole channel disappearing before my eyes. You know, so that's a cool thing to be forced to always have to worry about. Thank you, Susan. You know, speaking of Susan, we've got Susan down there. We do not currently have... well, no, we do, actually. Where is he? Richard Fortnite Blevins. The preeminent video game esports correspondent. You know, it's a good thing Metroid Dread came out today, because I just finished the new sorta Yakuza Judgment game, Lost Judgment, and it's set around a school, and one of the things is you have like different school clubs that you can like get yourself involved in. And one of them is the esports club. And there is a good deal of gamers being oppressed stuff that happens in the narrative of the esports club. And I wound up feeling sad that I didn't end up streaming that from the beginning of the game, because I feel like Lost Judgment would have been a fun game to stream all the way through. I don't normally do a lot of game streaming. Sometimes I do. I'm partial to bad video games. You don't often see me play games that are actually good. But today, a game that I've been waiting basically 20 years for has come out. The long-awaited sequel to Metroid Fusion, Metroid Dread, is here. And for those of you who don't know, Metroid Dread was originally going to be like a DS game back in like 2004 or 2005 or something. There were like references to it in Metroid Prime 3, which came out on the Wii in like, was that like 2007? So Metroid Dread has been a long time coming, and they finally like uncanceled it, or whatever state of limbo it was in. It's out now, and apparently it's pretty good. I have not played it yet. I started it up briefly to make sure that my Switch didn't need to download like a 7 GB update or whatever, and that I had the space for it. And when I realized that I could just play it, I thought, you know what, I want all my first impressions to be on stream. So we're going to be playing a good video game today, chat. But we're also... cool loop on that background there. We're also going to be looking at nonsense, which is, you know, what we usually do here on the stream. What we do in the shadows. And have I ever got some nonsense for you? For those of you who joined the stream just hoping, oh boy, video games. You know, that'll be fun. That'll be a good ol' time. I gotta tell you, this one is this one is still going to have a good amount of crazy people. So, you know, just keep that in mind. We're not out of the woods yet when it comes to crazy people. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. Take a look at chat. Can't wait to see what this looks like. People are saying that it like doesn't look great, Metroid Dread, but I really like the art style and all of that. It is a shame that it's forced to be on the Switch, but you know, what can you do? Video game. Video game. Bleach eyewash equals Metroid Dread. Yeah, I considered about like what format to sort of do the stream in. Do I want to have the gaming? Do I want to have that at the end? Do I want to have that maybe like mixed throughout? Do I want to start with the gaming? I think I'm gonna do it at the end. I think we're gonna do some nonsense first. You know, because how can we eat our dessert? How can we have any pudding if we don't eat our meat? You know what I mean? Like we gotta suffer through the bullshit first. And speaking of bullshit, let me just go ahead and load up this video that I'm about to pretend I didn't actually load up, and it's magically somehow appeared on my computer. Oh, what's this? What video is this? I didn't set this up, guys. Guys, what's going on here? What is this video?
Oh, what game is that?
You know, it's the one that invented furries.
What?
Yeah, you know, I'm so passionate about that here's the
He's
top
so
10
passionate.
furries in video games.
Top 10. Number 1.
Wayne, the guy with the moon for a head from Highland. Number 9. The Fall Guys, the wolf head from Fall Guys, that was pretty good.
This is a pretty
Number
good one.
8, the Ender Dragon / the Wither from Minecraft.
Oh,
Number
those
7,
classics.
Zoe from Left 4 Dead. Number 6, Ola Instantaneous, the owner of the Hotel Dementia in Zumbini's Logical Adventure.
Okay,
Number
alright
5,
alright now.
From
Oh, yeah.
Mario Party.
Look at that
3.
sexy beast.
I hate that game. It always makes me mad. Top 10 ways to figure out who your true friends are. Number 10,
How?
a litmus test.
How do I know?
You pull it out. The red litmus paper turns blue as well. Remember? Blue base.
Whoa, that one turned out purple? What's that mean? Number 9, walking through a car wash. Whoa, that one turned purple? What's that mean? Number 4, Bowser from Mario Party.
Okay. All right. Now, listen. I feel the need to explain this to people because I think we found this channel. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say we found it by complete accident, just like looking up words, but that's actually not true. We found out about the subreddit, which I might have to look at some point. You know, fuck Reddit most of the time, but every now and then you encounter a subreddit like slash not Tim and Eric, and you find some good stuff. Namely, this guy. This is a channel that I need to share with you because it's the only good furry, chat. This is the only good furry. This is Gamble the Deer. And this is, I would describe this video as lol so random, but in a good way. What's this?
126. 127.
Number 6.
You know, just when I got a new background for the beginning of the stream, we found a better one.
27.
Just an endless loop of that happening. I don't even know what this top 10 is. Top 10 favorite honeys.
Number 10, that's almond honey. Number 9, we got elderflower honey.
Those are
8 or
toothpicks.
7.
Wait, no, those are push pins. What the fuck?
8, we got bear honey.
Oh, man.
Don't get on his skin.
Okay, alright, listen. I'm not currently high enough for this, so we're gonna move along. But yeah, that's the only good furry, everybody. That was Gamble the Deer. And I knew when I saw that I had to just start a stream with that. And, yeah, everybody go show Gamble the Deer some support. Because his videos are pretty entertaining. Whatever. This video is called Top 10 Things to Do While Waiting for Your Visa to Go to the Sahara Desert. And something tells me it went off the rails pretty quick, but it's you know, it's a little so random in a good way. But speaking of things that aren't necessarily good, well, okay, firstly, I think this was another thing we found out about through the Not Tim and Eric subreddit. Or maybe this was just something that was... something, I think it was Gabe said this, like, reminded him of that or something, but here is Ask About Movies. Which, you know, pretty simple premise. Ask About Movies. Welcome to Ask About Movies. What is this quality?
The smart ones reach...
What is this anus quality?
The smart ones reach their goals and move faster in life. Basically, this requires knowledge and accurate answers.
Right.
We will help you with that. Ask About's main goal is to spread knowledge. We do this by collect for useful topics and answer all your questions related to them.
What?
Be better than others. Enjoy the benefits of knowledge. Join us now.
I'm just here for movies. What? What the fuck? Oh man, this channel has everything. Movies, knowledge, questions, more questions. So this is Ask About Movies, and they have 10,000 subs for some reason. But meanwhile, their channel is like, what age can you not adopt in BitLife? What happens if you don't prune your hydrangeas? How do you know if someone is using secret conversations on Messenger? Does alcohol gastritis go away? That one's, of course, in all caps. What's the max amount of melatonin? Can you iron rayon? I could swear this was like a video about Marvel at first glance. Where can I find a unicorn in BitLife? What the fuck is BitLife? What happens if you machine wash rayon? How can I get over my fear of throwing up? What is a natural sedative for a dog? How can I sedate my dog for grooming at home? Uh-oh. Are you sure you're just grooming the dog? Let's find out about this one. Keep in mind, this channel is called Ask About Movies.
Take our lead, let's help you make your mark. Our goal is your satisfaction. Let us show you the way.
Uh-huh.
Dog sedative for grooming. You can try using the medication Benadryl, which contains the ingredient diphenhydramine. Diphenhydramine is an antihistamine used primarily for allergies, and in humans
I like
and
the person who says BitLife is like FetLife, but for gamers.
in dogs.
I believe it.
It can act as a mild tranquilizer.
Well, thank you, text-to-speech lady from Vampire Assassin. That was very helpful. So this just appears to be like a weird shill channel that just has like... I guess it just like finds like Yahoo questions or whatever. How do we work?
We see unanswered questions everywhere. The answer may be useful, interesting, important, something that would be good to know, something that's a must know.
We believe that
Look,
people
everybody, it's us! It's white people!
no longer have time to search for answers. There are too many answers and too little
I don't know about these computers.
time.
I don't know.
Our mission
There's
is
just so many answers out there. I look up how to feed my flowers, and I don't know. There's just so many
to answer
answers.
any question, your question, in 30 seconds or less.
Our team is constantly researching what internet users need, what's on their mind.
I've never seen... Wow, yeah, just Google Trends. I've never seen one of these channels just explain how they actually do these things, because there's a lot of channels out there that are just like, you know, like, they collect fucking search results or whatever, and they just, like, exploit that to make channels, you know, that kind of thing. It's pretty common. A while back, we looked at the, this must have been like early in the year, we looked at the pronunciation rabbit hole of just channels that are like, how to pronounce, and then it's like a porn star name, and it's like, alright, I know who's using this. It's like creepy fucking foreign guys who really want to know how to say like Riley Chase or whatever the fuck, But yeah, no, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these things that is just, like, honest about, yeah, well, we just fucking take any question from anywhere on the internet. And I mean, individually, their channel is not, like, interesting at all, but I just love, just, like, this random lady spokesperson who's just like, hi, we're a professional company. We're here to help you. And meanwhile, it's just a text-to-speech thing. And I also love that, like, they clearly just take this shit from, like, whatever search results or whatever they're taking it from, and some of them are, like, in all caps, but other ones aren't. And, you know, my stupid brain, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, oh, how does a Cash Plus account work? How much should I cycle a day to lose weight? Can you make clips longer on TikTok? What kind of internet is Earth-like? How do I block delete emails on Android? How do I mass delete emails from Gmail, Apple, and iPhone? Somebody, like, there's like 3 of these here that are all the same, basically. How do I delete all my shit? Oh god, delete everything. They know. And it's like some guy was freaking out, and then right after that, how long does it take to clean out your colon? Come on! I only have so little time. Is HBO Max free with Amazon Prime? How am I gonna know? But yeah, that's ask about movies. Ask them a question, and they will tell you everything that they know, I guess. It's a great channel. Now we must move along to, well, you know how I said that this stream would feature some crazy people? Well, let's take a look at some crazy people. So, you know what's a good thing to play, on a stream where we're here to, like, video games, you know, it's a video game stream. I'm gonna be playing on the Nintendo Switch in a little bit. So honestly, this is perfect. We're gonna look at some good bing bang wahoo stuff. We're gonna look at some stuff that's perfect for us gamers. And that would be Drake Robinson, who, as you can see here, dear females, why? Dear females, why? As you can see, this is Incel Etika. Now, I wouldn't have even been that interested in this guy. You know, he's just your, it seems like your typical incel. But then we found one particularly good video. And let's see, Alec M was a victim. That's the guy who drove a van into a crowd of people because he was an incel. Only whores own OnlyFans accounts. That's cool. Dear good guys, celebs are against us. ER was a victim. Oh yeah, he's also a big fan of Elliot Rodger. Yeah, you know, he likes to call himself good guys, you know, similar to him. Incel people, I guess, are good guys. We got this great video, my confrontation with two black hussies. If you're just listening to this, don't worry. He is also black, so it's only pretty bad. It's not as bad as you might have thought that it was. But, yeah, his confrontation with two black hussies. Very good. Drama queen Stacy recounts, blah, blah, blah. Dear good guys, what is life? I don't know. Why did Elliot Rodger do what he did? Let's find out.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Drake Robinson here, and I just wanted to.
This is gonna be one of those ones where it's too goddamn quiet.
Let you guys know that I want to give you guys.
How common is it for like this guy's got to be in his 20s? He's still got these like preteen braces. That's got to be. That's not great.
The truth of actually why Elliot Rodger did what he did, because I did a video of him, you know, about a week and a half ago, but I don't think some people, and it's not the good guys listening to this.
The
right
good
now,
guys,
the Chads and Stacys, you know, they got a little.
Chads and Stacys, God damn it! Why am I
confused? So allow me to elaborate just a tad more. You know, Elliot Rodger, you know, here's the truth of why he did what he did. The truth the media, the privileged media, isn't going to tell you.
Privileged media. We're really mixing up our buzzwords here.
Or the you know, the thing about the media is they're all top of the totem pole. The people in the mainstream media,
right.
they lie, they deceit.
You always got to be worried when you're listening to an incel talk. You never know if they're gonna, when they start talking about the mainstream media, if they're going to, you know, they're gonna go all the way with it, so to speak. If they're going to, you know, bring up certain groups who have at one point or another been, you know, questioned about whether or not they run, you know, maybe that's gonna come up. Maybe that'll come up.
Typical, you know, privileged person. They lie, they cheat, they rub their privilege in your face, like, constantly, and they lie to you. You know, and they lied about Elliot Rodger for the past 10 years now.
Well, okay, maybe they've lied about Elliot Rodger, but his own, like, manifesto makes him look like a fucking bitch. So I don't know what they could have lied about him that he didn't, you know, I don't know how much worse they can make him look than he himself made him look. You know what I mean?
Here's the truth of why he did what he did. He did what he did because he knew society was always going to be against him and against good guys all around the world. Elliot Rodger.
Guys. Him. Good guys. People like Elliot Rodger, who murdered a bunch of people. You know, us good guys. Hashtag just good guy things.
He took a stand for not only himself, but he took a stand against society and all the
He took a stand
out there.
He finally decided to rise up, if you will, against them awful traditional stations. You know, this is why I don't turn this on, because because it winds up being just distracting.
He took him to court. Like I say, we gotta start taking society to court. You know, that analogy I used about about if you walk into a store and the store, discriminates against you, taking you to court a few times, spend a little money, eventually that discrimination will stop. And that's what Elliot Rodger and Alec Manassian and a couple of other good guys out there did.
Guys. Literally. I just love that, like, I don't, as opposed to what he's saying, first of all, he's got Spock ears, make sure everybody knows that, but he goes into this whole thing like, oh, well, the media's lying about him and all this, and it's like, I don't even need to take you out of context slightly. I literally just need to just quote you saying, Alec Manassian and Elliot Rodger and other good guys like them. Just hear it again.
Eventually that discrimination will stop. And that's what Elliot Rodger and Alec Manassian and a couple of other good guys out there did.
Yeah, they just had it up to here with all of the bullying, I guess. Yes, chat member, this is Metroid Dread. After Polygon and Kotaku got their hands on it, Nintendo decided they wanted to really, diversify Metroid, and so Samus looks a little different now, but it's okay.
I don't necessarily agree with the bloodshed, but, I
don't necessarily agree with the fact that they killed a bunch of people, but they're good guys, though! Really, this is like listening to, like, your friend try to, like, explain away, like, his dipshit brother or whatever. Like, yes, he started that race riot downtown last fall, but listen, when you get to know him...
10% understand why it had to be done, why it absolutely had to be done, and why, at this point,
Listen, nobody ever wants to hear why he threw that Molotov cocktail into the retirement home, okay? They were mean to him!
I really don't feel any... At this point, I don't consider what they did, with both Elliot and Alec Manassian did as bad things anymore.
Don't you know? You really don't, do you? Are you sure? That's bad. That doesn't make you look good. You want to say that again for everybody to hear?
Manassian did with both Elliot. At this point, I don't consider what they did, with both Elliot and Alec Manassian did as bad things anymore.
I don't know about that. Hang on, we need to... Listen. Okay, well, first of all, before I do any funny memes, this is a new feel guy. This is a new Wojak, so enjoy that. But, man, did you guys hear about how fucking, like, Reddit and, I don't know, Tumblr or whatever, they basically destroyed Wojak? Like, it used to be... Wasn't it from fucking Kraut-chan originally? And then it was the Feel Guy. And now there's just a billion fucking femboy Wojaks with, like, blushing cheeks and fucking, like, lip rings and shit. And that's just, like, a new avatar template for fucking idiots on the internet. So that's cool. But yeah, so let me see here. Let's just, go ahead and... okay, yeah, that's cool. So Alec Manassian killed 10 people. That's 10 people dead by his actions. And then... don't know how to spell his name. What have we got? What it was... let's see. To all our readers and shut the fuck up, Wikipedia. God damn it. Okay. 2014 Isla Vista killings. Misogynistic terror attacks. Oh man, for once that's actually right. 22-year-old Elliot Rodger killed 6 people and injured 14 others. So, you know, I don't get. Listen, he doesn't consider. Let's just hear that again.
And why, you know, at this point, I really don't feel any. I really don't. At this point, I don't consider what they did, you know, with both Elliot and Alec Manassian did as bad things anymore.
I like how he has to look over his shoulder when he says this. Like, he knows he's saying some real crazy shit, and he's just like, oh jeez, is mom watching? Oh god, oh jeez.
Sorry. I don't consider what they did as bad things at all anymore. I felt, you know, those Chaz and Stacy's that he knocked down the totem pole.
Can you stop with yeah, he knocked them down the totem pole, guys. That's right. That's certainly a cartoonish way of phrasing murder. I don't care about King Cobra's recent meltdown. Fucking whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll be okay. He'll make another gangster pizza where he fucking just pours a bunch of honey garlic sauce on top of a Little Caesars, and he'll be all right.
That night, they were all the same. They weren't gonna pay him any mind. They were just gonna rub their privilege in their face like they do in all of our faces. So, you know.
So wait, we're now calling the Chads and the Stacys the privileged ones? I mean, I guess that's sort of true. I don't know. As some people have pointed out in chat, this guy is not like a bad-looking guy. He looks fine. I think this is the perfect example that, like, just because, like, this guy looks okay, you know, maybe the braces, I don't know. I hope his jaw is okay, or whatever he needs the braces for, but, like, you know, maybe that's. But hey, some people like braces. I don't know. I'm just saying, this guy's alright looking. It's clearly not a matter of looks that he can't, like, find someone to be with. It's clearly going down to the fact that he thinks fucking the murderers of 16 people total? I guess plus Elliot Rodger makes 17. And Baby makes 8, you know, calling them good people, I don't know, that might be why you're bitter and miserable and sad.
What's the point in caring? Is my question. Another thing is, I truly feel that, you know, he saw his parents as a negative reflection as well, because his dad was a privileged oaf himself who didn't care.
Privileged oaf. I have never heard somebody actually use the word oaf before. That's great.
About him.
That's so classic, so old-timey.
Society following Stacy, so, you know, she was...
Society following. I just, you know, I'm not, like, dialed into incel culture, so when I watch this, I'm just forced to, like, wow, society following Stacy and privileged oaf. These are, again, maybe this is why you know, you keep striking out when you get to bat. I don't know. You whip out a bunt with a term like privileged oath or oaf. And yeah, maybe that's why you're not doing so good. That and I'm sorry, the braces just make everything he says sound hilarious. Like, it's not my fault, okay?
She was an Asian Stacy too, which, you know, there's that. And so, at that point, he was left to his own devices. You know, he was left all alone. You know, a young.
And obviously, what else could he do other than murder people? I mean, you know, if only this is like concerning, really. I mean, for all the jokes, I mean, this guy is literally right now just being like, well, you know, women wouldn't fuck them, so what else? What other choice did they have? You know, you get what you deserve and all that. This is not, somebody better just watch the news for this guy. I don't know. What's his name again? Drake Robinson? Yeah, I don't know. Let's just keep an eye out.
I like himself. That, you know, left all out cold in the world, alone like that. I mean, that's the cruelest thing I've ever heard. You know, that's why I say he was the biggest victim.
He was the biggest victim? Need we go through I don't even know which one you're talking about at this point. Elliot Rodger, probably? Do we need to go through the fact that he killed people? I mean, really? Are we really gonna call him the big victim here? Good lord. This is incel pog emote.
Out of this entire situation. He was, no one else. And that is a fact right there. You know, and like I said, he took a stand. You know, he fought back against society. He was a brave guy.
Oh my god. Is this a joke?
You know?
I gotta say, if this guy's doing this and putting his face and name to these words right now, and it's like a fucking, like, Kaufman-esque prank, that's what we always have to assume. Whenever I do a stream on somebody that's like this, I'm just like, okay, are you trying to be funny? Because you got me. I mean, I'm giving you the attention you're looking for, if that's the case, but wow, if that's, yeah, that's very concerning otherwise. Frankly, even if that's a joke, that's a weird, I don't know, that's a weird joke to make.
He knew society was against him, and he wasn't gonna stand for it. He knew people were gonna, you know, were never gonna give him the opportunity to break out, to be more than, you know, what they saw him as. No.
Come on, listen, if Batman can get out of the Bane pit or whatever, you know, Elliot Rodger could have probably gone on in his life and not killed people. And at some point, some, you know, drunk woman would have fucking stumbled into his bed or something, you know? Like, I don't know, there's always another choice. Murdering 6 people and then yourself is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That problem being that he's a little bitch.
He knew that was never going to happen. And good guys, we gotta stop expecting that to happen.
What makes us, what makes us, you know, the good guys if we're like all on board for people getting murdered? Now I'm confused. How do you frame yourself as the good guys when you're like, listen, you know, sometimes the good guys get pushed a little too far, okay? Just don't push us so far and have sex with us, and, you know, maybe you won't need to see the good guys go bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What's a bad guy like? What do we look at as a bad guy if not somebody who murders people? And we're not talking like, oh god, spoilers for Lost Judgment, I guess. We're not talking about like Kuwana murdering fucking school bullies or whatever. We're not talking about, you know, actual anything with an actual fucking. I say spoilers for Lost Judgment, but legitimately that game is all about, like, people. It's called Lost Judgment, and it's all about people that have slipped through the cracks of basically doing horrible things and getting away with it. And it's about, like, is it justified to kill somebody if the law would not, you know, would not prove them, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not even talking about a situation where it's like, maybe, you know, yeah, you bullied your son into suicide. okay, you can fucking, it's fine. You know, everybody gets one. We're talking about some guy who was just like really upset that he couldn't get sex, and so he decided to fucking have a spur explosion all over a bunch of people, and I don't know. I just don't know what makes them good guys.
Females in particular.
Females!
Don't give a rat's you know what about us. They love Chad, they love society, they're mindless, brainless sheep. They're hellish, demonic entities. A lot of females in this world.
Isn't this like the exact same... this is like the same shit that one guy, the Necro Zoo incel, was going off about. The same thing about, like, women are creatures of darkness, and men are benevolent beings of light, and all that kind of, like, crazy cult ideology bullshit. I really can't get over the Spock ears. It's great.
They have so little self-respect for themselves, so why would they respect anyone else, especially a good guy like decent guy like Elliot was, or that I am?
A decent guy. You know, decent guys like Elliot Rodger, or this guy, you know, it's literally, like, look up Elliot Rodger on Google, and then the people also searched for Drake Robinson and Alec Manassian. You know, other noted historically good people.
They don't. They don't, and they never will. Chad will always be their first option.
Oh, the goddamn Chads! Oh, why do the women always end up with the bad guys and not us?
They don't know anyone else or think about anyone else but Chad, and that's it. And please don't let, like I said, the mainstream media, the privileged mainstream media idiots, tell you any different. You know, the media is so wrapped
Big nose mainstream media is the propaganda.
up in their own privileged top of the totem pole bubble. You know, they'll feed you so much garbage. It'll make the...
Now I'm just curious, like, does he actually think that the murders didn't happen? Or, like, what are we expected to assume the media has lied about here? Because again, we've got the actual, like, manifesto of Elliot Rodger, which just makes him look like a baby. And then we've got, at the very least, if nothing else, I'm pretty sure there was, like, wasn't there footage of the fucking interrogation or whatever of Alec Manassian? And I don't think that was all, like, stitched up and cobbled together by the media to make him look bad or whatever. And I don't think at any point he has said that the murdering didn't happen. So what are we to assume that the media is lying about? He keeps talking about the privileged media. What did they lie about?
The dump cry, you know? That's how much garbage they'll feed you on a daily basis. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know give you guys a tad more in depth.
I apologize, Sneck, but I did say spoilers first. And I gave you, like, a good, like, couple seconds to either, like, la 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 la, I'm not listening, or take out your headphones or whatever. I am sorry for the spoilers, but you have only yourself to blame. I'm sorry. I gave warning. You can't say I didn't give warning, alright? I really like the story of Lost Judgment. There's a good reason to be invested in it, but I gave warning. I do apologize, though.
You know,
if I spoiled anything.
as to why Elliot Rodger, you know, committed what he committed, you know.
Just say it. Say what did he commit? What are we, do we even... Like, do we even think he did the same thing that this guy thinks he did? Because I don't know. I don't even know at this point.
What he did, I should say. Because why it was a brave thing for him to do, and why, you know, well, I'm not saying, you know, I'd be as brave as him.
I gave you well more than 2 seconds. I gave you, like, at least 3. Come on. Also, this guy is now saying with a shit-eating, smirking grin, I don't know if I would ever be as brave as Elliot Rodger, but hey, maybe, who knows? Again, just fucking concerning. Very concerning.
Well, I'm not saying, I'd be as brave as him to do the same thing. Why, I honestly don't think I would be, that he was a brave guy for, standing up against society and, fighting back.
Fighting back.
I believe he was brave for that. He and Manassian, they were all brave.
Yes, all the bravest. That's right. It's great. That's good. That's good. I'm good on, oh man, why do good guys never get respect? Oh geez, the confrontation with the black hussies, of course. So I wanted to share this one here. Gabby Petitio story perfectly encapsulates the Chad and Stacy relationship. And for those of you who didn't know about this, like I also didn't know. Well, he got her name wrong. It's just Petito. Between August 27th and 30th, 2021, a 22-year-old American woman named Gabrielle Venora Petito disappeared while she was on a van life trip across the U.S. with her fiancé. And apparently the fiancé killed her, I think? Is that what's happening? Is that what I'm seeing here? No, don't access virtual reality on CNN. No, thank you. A timeline of 22-year-old Gabby Petito's case. Yeah, I mean, I don't know specifically. The FBI announced a federal arrest warrant was issued for Laundry, the boyfriend or the fiance, for his activities after Petito's death. So as far as we can tell, yeah, I think the guy is still, like, on the run. He's, like, stolen her credit card or something, and the FBI's after him. So, basically, woman got killed by her like, fiance or whatever, and this guy is now going to turn that into, well, maybe if she had dated one of us good guys, then she would still be alive. And women just can't seem to catch a break in this fucking stream. Either they're forced to date some crazy person like Elliot Rodger so he doesn't go off the rails and kill everyone, or they're dating a bad guy and he just decides to kill them, because he's a bad guy. Man, it's very unfortunate. Let's watch. What does this girl's unfortunate murder have to do with Chad's and Stacy's, you fucking sheltered man? Go touch grass while you tell me.
Hello everyone, Drake Robinson here. And today we're gonna be talking about a little story that's been going around recently about
Is the mic still cut off? Can you hear me? Is that oh, did I break the mic? No, okay, it seems like we're fine.
Gabby Petito. See, it's a story that, perfectly encapsulates and perfectly actually just reinforces everything I talk about all the time. When it comes to the Stacys, the Hussies, and the Chads.
What's the difference between a Stacy and a Hussy? Come on, we need to separate them for the lab, alright?
Tyrones and the
Tyrones.
The fake relationships they have. And how they always end in tragedy. The Chad and Stacy relationship always ends in tragedy. Always, no matter what.
I
And
mean,
today, and Gabby,
you know, either it ends in tragedy or one of the two of them becomes the president. You know,
Tito is the
something like
perfect
that.
example for all, you know, the people.
That's right. The Stacy's. Apologies if you in chat also have either an underbite or braces, but yeah, just this just, I mean, again, even the voice, even the way he talks would not be enough to make no woman want to be with him. It's more, again, the, you know, listen, these murderers aren't such bad people. They're actually good guys. Like, you know, maybe leave that one at home when you go on the date with the girl. You know, don't take that one in your pocket with you and whip it out on the date.
I'm not talking about you good guys. I'm talking about all the moron, privileged people, top of the totem pole people who refuse, who
Oh man, I'm sorry to the person in chat whose name is actually Stacy. Oh man, I wonder if there's anybody in chat whose name is Chad. That's chat's name, Chad. Someone in Chad says.
I'm just making it up, or say that, you know, what I say doesn't really happen. Well, this is a perfect example, and there's many other examples out there. See, Gabby Petito was one of those females that,
Man, you really can just assume if they say that, if they call women females. The first time I heard people say, like, oh, if they say females, you know, I was one of those people like, well, I mean, that's what they're called. They're called females, but no, you can tell there's a type. Like, yes, if you're in a clinical setting, if you're like a scientist talking about the female of the species, you know, breaking out words like homo, whatever, fucking, you know, if you're talking about like paleontological, Paleolithic, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but if you're like a scientist or something and you're talking about like the evolution of man, then talking about, or like animals or something, then yeah, saying female is fine. But if you're looking at a guy and he's just wearing like some t-shirt and he's like got the phone in fucking portrait mode and he's like, well, let me tell you about the females. Yeah, that's not, there's nothing good. Nothing good. There's nothing good that will come of that.
Was ingrained by society at a young age to believe that, you know, shads were actually a good thing. Like a lot of females are ingrained to believe that because, you know, they're so small-minded.
Oh boy. Females, you know, they're all just small-minded, you know, they're basically like sea sponges with tits, if you really think about it. I mean,
and so, you know, they can't think for themselves at all. They depend a lot on men to think for them, which, you know, isn't really surprising at all. But she had ended up with this, she was apparently a YouTube star, and she apparently ended up with this individual by the name of Brian Laundrie, this Chad by the name of Brian Laundrie, and this Chad,
I mean, his name is very clearly Brian.
Clearly, you know, I say it all the time, the Chad and Stacy relationship is nothing but fake happiness, fake love, fake everything. And, you know, they had this YouTube channel.
Okay, but now I'm just like, okay, sure, Chad's and Stacy's fake love, gotcha. But you're of the opinion that women have, like, every woman has a small mind or something. So, like, I mean, it's the classic thing. If you hate women so much, why are you so upset that you can't have sex with them? If it's about love to you, it really doesn't sound like you particularly, you know, respect women. You're not respecting the woman over here, Drake. Come on.
I believed, or this, you know, TikTok or whatever it was, where they post, you know, fake stuff about their, you know, quote-unquote happy relationship, and they look all happy and excited. But on the day Gabby Petito.
He keeps calling this guy Brian. Brian! What have you done? He keeps calling Brian Laundry a Chad. Let me just... Come on, what's a good... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chat. Chat, I want to share with you a picture of this man. No, I do not want... No, to the virtual reality on CNN.com, please. Thank you. Brian Laundry. Laundry. Yeah, chat, take a look at this fucking Chadly individual over here. Take a look at this absolute fucking pussy destroyer. This is him. This is the guy, this is the Chad that he keeps talking about. This fucking Chrome Domus looking, like, wife's boyfriend bought me a Switch. This is not a Chad. There is nothing Chadly about this man. If anything, you look like more of a man than he does. You look like fucking more like an athlete, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, this guy looks like he could lift more than this guy. I don't know what we determine Chadism by. If it's like just this guy must play like hockey or something, but like, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, both of you probably spend too much time in your bedroom playing video games, which I would know nothing about. I promise. But let me just yeah, that's Brian. That's the Chad. Brian. That's him. And you can tell he's a Chad because if you rub his shiny bald head, you know, good luck comes your way. That's how you can tell.
You know, a 911 call for domestic violence was made by a couple of individuals passing by.
Listen, if you really, people in chat are like, "Wow, Claw, you're not being racist." Listen. This man looks like he just had his girlfriend fucked by this guy. There you go. There you go. Insert buck-breaking joke, and we're good. We've covered all our bases. No, keep the window... God damn it.
Brian Laundry was apparently slapping Gabby Petito. And, you know, that's why I say all the time. Abuse, lies, deception... always in the forefront in the Chad and Stacy relationship. There was abuse going on in that relationship far before Gabby Petito.
I like the guy in Chad who just goes, "Oh, okay." I'm glad that I helped you clear it all up. There you go. Now you understand.
And now, Brian Laundry is on the run because we all know he did something to that. He did something to that female. We all know that, you know. But I have to say, it's not all Brian Laundry's fault for what happened to Gabby Petito. It's her fault as well. It's her parents' fault.
Someone in chat is again trying to like stir problems and just goes, "Claw instantly proves that being non-racist is to be anti-white." I mean, have you heard about the privileged media? Come on, I'm just playing the instruments I'm given. Come on now.
Because they didn't protect...
Oh yeah, speaking of playing instruments, hang on. I was gonna start the stream with this, but then I forgot because I'm stupid. Let's just, no, see, I fucked up. Never mind. Yeah, we got an acoustic guitar. It's very, very special. Now I can be like a comedy guitar man. And I can be like the song a day man, you know? Who writes like, you know, white boy songs. Something like that. We can do funny. Anyway, here's one. What was that? Here's Wonder Claw. Play Wonder Wall. Sing us a tune. Yeah, okay. Claude the Sigma. That's right. That's me. Listen, I'm a gamer. All right. I only have 2 paths. I can either be a beta or a sigma, and I chose gamma male. That's what I'm going with.
Her from the world, they didn't protect her from the chads. She didn't protect herself. You know, it's really...
Was it her job to protect herself from her fiance, who I'm sure she trusted, killing her to steal her bank card or whatever is happening? Was that really on her?
Easy to put the blame all on the, the guy in these situations, but the females just get off scot-free. I don't believe that's right. The females always take at least some culpability for any, bad things that happen to them in these type of situations.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, we're listening to a guy who says that Elliot Rodger was a good man who got pushed too far. But, I mean, I am a believer that if your house gets broken into and you didn't lock your door, then maybe that's slightly your fault. But, I mean, again, this is just a woman who got fucking murdered by her, like, soon-to-be husband. I really don't, I mean, could she have maybe seen the signs? I don't know. I don't know the guy. Neither does this guy. But, like, I don't know, is it really... Do we really want to be blaming the literal victim blaming? You fucking don't get murdered next time, retard! Like, is that what we're doing? Because I don't know about that. This is starting to get into just being, like, generally unpleasant, this
guy. Believe. Because they're the ones who put themselves in these situations. It's not that hard to get up and walk away from someone who's abusing you.
That's right. Oh, yeah. It's not that hard to get away from someone who's abusing you. Well, if they just murdered you, I mean, obviously your mobility options are going to be limited, but I do like the chat member who just says, dig up her body and start interrogation. She's half to blame. That's right. Why doesn't anybody ever ask the murder victim what they did to deserve being murdered?
And in this case, there was obvious abuse going on in that relationship. But she decided to stay. So
maybe he threatened her if she left, or, maybe there wasn't abuse. I mean, I don't know the full story. For all we know, the guy was fine, and then he just fucking flipped his switch and decided to kill the woman. For all we also know, it could be a crazy conspiracy and the guy's actually free of all blame, but most likely not. In a situation like this, I mean, there probably was some kind of, like, past situation there, but I don't know. Again, why are we, this is just such a weird stance, like, well, if you think about it, it's really the female's fault!
Tragic as, it may be in the forefront, I have to say, it can't all be the guy's fault in the situation. It just can't be.
He is a murderer!
So, whenever you hear someone say, well, it's not that easy, and, it's not that simple, they're overthinking it. It's always simple to walk away from something, to walk away from a situation. It's never that hard at all.
Chat, is this literally lol don't get murdered retard? Is really? Really, though? Do you even understand how simple it would have been to not say these things? But here he is saying them, and here I am listening, It would have been so simple for him to just not say things like this. But he chose, he chose what he was feeling like doing today. He put his pants on and his shirt on one limb at a time, and he sat down with his fucking phone in portrait mode, which if we really think about it, I mean, let's be honest, that is the worst problem here. That's the biggest crime. His fucking phone in portrait mode, but my god. Just literally don't get murdered forehead. Incredible.
But, you know, she was also apparently, but, when you're a hussy and, you just want sex,
hussy.
Which is what a lot of these Stacy's want. They want nothing else but sex.
They just want sex, but they don't want sex with me!
Then I guess, you reap what you sow. And you want to be in fake relationships with Chads, and like I said, you reap what you sow. And unfortunately for Miss Petito,
unfortunately for Miss Petito, she decided to have sex with one of those bad men and not one of us good guys. And as a great man once said, you get what you deserve. Bang. Alright, well that's that video. I'm sure it continues to be just terrible. We're gonna move along. Dear good guys, why we're treated differently. This video's 33 minutes long. I don't need that in my life. Confronted Chad and Stacy in the park. Well, that sounds like a good one. But this video is 14 seconds long. It's his most viewed video. What could possibly happen when he runs into a Chad and Stacy in Kroger?
See what I'm talking about? That is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that.
What, that lady walking on the other side of the aisle? Yeah, it really proves everything I've been saying. Or maybe it's this lady. Is this the Stacy? I mean, judging by the fact that this guy is apparently a Chad, for all we know, Mobility Mary here is a Stacy. I don't know.
See what I'm talking about? That is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that Chad right there. With that beautiful girl.
I hate her so much! Why won't she have sex with me? Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, why do you care so much if you hate them all so deeply? Or it really makes you think. I don't know.
This world is so backwards, man.
This world is so backwards. Again, is this guy even with her? Like, this might just be some other guy who's going in the same direction. Although, judging by this guy, I'm sure he's been following them through the whole store. So I'm sure that they, exchanged glances at one point, and that sealed their fate as far as he was concerned. But yeah, I mean, this is just like a couple. And, frankly, I'm gonna call, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call racism here. This guy is looking at this woman, and because she's like a blonde white lady, and this guy is, as far as we can tell, I mean, he looks like he's probably white, or maybe like Mexican or something. I feel like he's just assuming that they're like Stacy's or whatever, because this is a blonde lady, like I feel like there's some stereotyping happening. I don't know.
See what I'm talking about? That is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that Chad right there.
Yeah, they could just be family members. They could be friends. That guy could be gay. That woman could be gay. There's a lot of options here that aren't necessarily, this guy could be fucking Kal-El, and she could be Kara Zor-El or whatever, and they're just in here incognito in case Brainiac attacks, who knows?
See what I'm talking about? That is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that Chad right there.
Maybe the Chad is this elderly man buying, fucking soda or whatever. Maybe the Chad is Grandpa. I mean, that would explain some things. You don't get to be a grandpa without, sowing some wild oats, so to speak. So, clearly all elderlies are Chads and Stacys, and that's who the real villain is in this situation. But yeah, this unhinged man sees two people in a supermarket who aren't bitter and miserable, and decides that that's the problem with mankind or something. But here is his confrontation with 2 black hussies. So maybe it's not racism. Maybe it's just general, you know, maybe it's just generally being an unpleasant asshole. I don't know. But yeah, he encountered... I remember watching like half of this video, and we kept like stopping and talking about his whole like ideology or whatever every couple of seconds. By the way, another one in portrait mode. Beautiful. Love to see it. But I watched like part of this video, and we were jumping around, and as far as I can tell, the gist of this video is he encountered 2 women who were dressed, you know, for summer while he was at a store, and he decided everything that he needed to decide about those 2 women at the very first initial glance at them. He decided that they were hussies and that they were just out for male attention or something. And again, as we see him here not gabbing his fucking mouth about just stupid shit, this is a decent looking guy. I mean, I could easily see this guy being one of the chads out there that other people are complaining about. I mean, outside of the Spock ears. But, you know, this is a fine looking man. But his soul is pitch black, and his personality is not the best.
Hello, everyone. Drake Robinson here.
Thank you for the 15 seconds of nothing. That was very necessary.
I gotta tell you about this confrontation. Well, it wasn't yesterday. I mean, it wasn't today. It was yesterday. But this confrontation I had with the 2 black hussies when I was in Kroger.
Now maybe he's talking about the guy who made Homestuck. We don't know.
The other day. These hussies, they were, so I was in Kroger, just, you know, doing my regular shopping all by myself, all by my lonesome, of course.
I was just in Kroger, singing out loud, all by myself, don't wanna be all by myself. While I was in the frozen foods aisle, I was currently busy buying 15 Michelina's dinners, all for myself. And, you know, I don't know, I was just minding my own business, you know, as I always do, because nobody will mind business with me.
Being surrounded by a bunch of, you know, privileged people.
Privileged people.
You know.
You know.
Just very, very...
you know!
Very disappointing, you know. Sad life I have, you know. It really is really sad. And it shouldn't be that way, because I'm like the perfect guy. Anyway,
He's the perfect guy, everybody. Let me ask you this. You know, devil's advocate and all that. If you're the perfect guy, why aren't they sleeping with you? I don't know. You know, I'm sure he's got an answer for that. I'm sure it's their problem and not his. But you know, I'm just saying, if I was looking at the perfect guy right now, well, he would probably have no trouble, you know, at least getting meaningless sex. Maybe not a girlfriend. Well, no, if he was the perfect guy, he would, you know, be able to, he'd have throngs of women who all want to marry him. But like, it's perfect guy. That's the kind of thing that makes me wonder if this is a joke. But he's real committed to the joke, and I don't know, going so far as to be like that girl who just got murdered deserved it. You know, that's one of those ones where it's like, maybe you're the joke and not the thing you're doing. I don't know.
So, I see
maybe it doesn't matter.
These 2 black women, well, hussies, I want to call them. They look to be about, I want to say about 15, 16.
Okay, so these are like high school girls, and you were creepily watching them. All right, please continue.
They're
please speak closer into the tape.
Wearing like these really low shorts. I can tell they were hussies because they had the shirts that had their stomachs out, that stomach showing. Any female who walks around with that type of shirt on and those type of shorts on is automatically a hussy.
If she breathes, she is a thought. Can we, like, superimpose this guy's... Like, I don't know how far deepfake technology has come, but if we could take this guy's speech right now and superimpose that over the, like, fucking far-right, like, Islam channel that's all about, like, what is it? Like, oh, if she goes outside and her ankles are uncovered, then she is a harlot and she, whatever, like, all that kind of shit. Cause that's what it sounds like at this point. That cursed girl had her midriff showing. Clearly she wanted to be gangbanged right there in the Kroger.
Give it up for free.
Give it up for free.
That's all, and those are the type of females you should not take seriously at all. Good guys.
Good guys. Okay, now here's a real thought exercise. What constitutes a good girl in this guy's eyes? Like, if he and the incel murderers, Elliot Rodger and Alec Manassian, if they're all good guys, and if women who are, like, dressed for the summertime, are whores or whatever, and Stacy's, hussies, whatever word you want to use. Are we talking like sheltered, like, Lithuanian girl in a tower who's never been outside? Is that like good woman? Is that the Marion type? Is that what we're... Because I can only assume that it's literally like a Rapunzel situation if you're talking about, like, oh, she wore short socks today. What a fucking hooker.
They will give it up to anything other than a good guy, of course. Because, a lot of these women, have a lot of hatred for us good guys.
That's right. The hatred comes from them. That's correct.
The society tells them to. Society tells them to hate us and to go for chads.
Society tells them that, maybe don't have sex with the people that will murder you if you don't have sex with them. Like, what a fucking... I mean, come on! Obviously I'm gonna kill you if you don't sleep with me. Like, what are you, an idiot or something? Fucking hussies. Am I right?
That's usually how it always goes.
Somebody says, would an escort be good enough for him, or is that beneath him? From what I understand, most of the thing with these people is, like, it's about being loved, or being, someone having sex with you on their own accord, not for money, not for honor, but for you. That whole thing. So, like, somebody paying somebody to be with them wouldn't really... I don't think that would really fix their problem. I don't know, like, I'm curious, I'm curious as to what the incel sort of situation would be if they stopped being an incel. Like, if just miraculously they managed to, like, fake what an awful personality they have. Like, they suppress their fucking buzzwords about Chads and Stacys and whatnot, and somebody manages to, be swayed by their acting abilities or whatever, and they have sex with them, and maybe they start dating. Does that person stop being an incel at that point, or do they just become like a pickup artist or something? Because I feel like once you've gone to that, because if you're like an incel, we're not talking about someone like... there was a period when I did the first video that I did about the Necro Zoo incel guy, and I think I also said it in the the Red Pill Talk forums. I was like, I almost want to feel bad for guys like this. Because, a lot of men have probably been in a situation where they're like, oh, every woman hates me, nobody wants to... you get down in the dumps or whatever. But, I've come to realize that incel is, like, Like, you can be a nice person, a good guy, if you will. And, you know, women don't want to sleep with you because you're not, like, outgoing enough. Because, you know, inward reasons, you stay inside all the time. You know, you don't put yourself out there. Or maybe they're just shallow. Maybe you've got bad luck or whatever. Like, that can happen. But if you're, like, at the point where you're all into the terminology and you're talking about Chad and Stacy and hussies and whatnot, you gotta assume that you're pretty far gone. So the only way, either somebody just has like a long talk with you and snaps you out of this crazy fucking cult mindset, or you wind up like acting. You wind up lying and pretending you're not this way. And I feel like if that's the case, then you wind up in the same place as that Red Pill Talk forum where it's like, well, I finally figured out the formula, my fellow good men. I figured it out. We just have to trick those women or whatever. Like, I don't know. There's just something like psychologically wrong with you once you get to this point. Where it's like, I mean, even if a woman like willingly has sex with you and you can prove all of your nonsense wrong and be like, oh, well, you know, maybe I just, I don't know, and you know, I did this and that, and you know, you're not really gonna snap out of that kind of mindset. I think you're kind of just, you know, you bought the cow with that one. And no matter what, even if you've got a girlfriend, even if you've got a wife, you'll probably be secretly on your incel blog just like, can't believe that I've totally fucking lied to this Stacy and made her actually think that I'm a Chad and like all this shit. It's like, I've got 7 kids now and it's all built on a lie. Like, I do wonder though, I mean, if there is a situation where somebody... I mean, and make no mistake, there are femcells too. I used to think it was a joke as well. But there are femcells. And, you know, they can be just as, if not more, bitter than the male incels. And I just wonder if it is just literally like, can you just meet someone who's like, oh, there's no need to be like that, you know, whatever. Now I have a reason for getting up in the morning and the sky is blue because of them and all that kind of shit. Or is it just straight up cynical, like, oh, I fucking convinced this guy to fuck me, even though I'm a femcel. And where are all the gay incels? You know, that's gotta throw a real wrench into the whole terminology, too. I've never seen a gay incel. I don't know, I'm sure there's one out there. I'm sure there is, because up to a certain point, I've never seen a femcel either. But where are all the gay incels? Where are all the people complaining about the Chads with other Chads? I need to see that, goddammit.
Always the ones left.
Anyways. It's always.
But anyway. Yeah, so I didn't confront them in the store. I waited, I had got done with my shopping first. So I took all the stuff back to my car, and as I was...
Okay, so this guy is old enough to drive, which means he's probably older than... Remember, he said that they were like 15 or 16, these black hussies that he's talking about. So, again, what are you doing staring at the midriffs of these girls?
Loading it, I saw them walk out. I guess they had walked. And so, I got done putting my stuff all in my car, and I had drove up to them because they were walking on the sidewalk. I had drove up to them. I was like, hey.
So you are now pursuing these 2 high school girls. Continue.
You know, you guys are really showing yourselves out right now. With your legs all out like that, you know.
How dare you dress like it's the summer right now, you fucking harlots! Dollars to donuts, this guy was wearing a t-shirt and shorts while he did this shit, too.
Your shirt all up like you have no home training at all.
Home training, everybody! He is talking about these high school girls as if they are dogs shitting on the couch. That's what we're doing, just to catch everyone up.
Clearly, as in a lot of cases in black households, you know, you girls have no dads around. Have no dads. I don't know if they were sisters or friends, or they look like sisters, so I'll assume they're sisters. I was like, you girls clearly
Don't make a sisters joke. Don't make a sisters joke. Don't do it. Don't do it, DeadwingDork. Do not do it.
have no dad. And at this point, they tried to, like, you know, like, walk forward and, like, I don't know, trying to get
away from the creepy weirdo in the car saying, "Cover yourselves up, have you no shame?"
They were just looking at me like they didn't know what they were I was talking about, even though I was making perfect sense.
I mean, maybe they literally just couldn't hear you through all the... Maybe they just couldn't understand your, you know, unique way of speaking.
Like, you know, clearly girls have no dad around to tell you that that's not okay to go out into public dressed like a $2 stripper, because that's what you look like, and you're like, what, 15, something like that.
Why? Okay, again, why is the appearance of the 15-year-olds like an issue for you at this point? I don't know. That's a concerning. You know. I'm just asking questions.
At that point, they started walking faster. You know,
and I started driving after them faster. Yeah, continue.
I pulled my car up, to keep pace with them, because, like, I wasn't gonna let them get away with the, you know, going...
I wasn't gonna let them get away with going to the store. What is this, a free country? Fuck off!
Without me, you know, saying my piece, you know?
Listen, I have a right... I mean, okay, I guess he does have a right to freedom of speech, but... I mean, you're also just, like, harassing two teenagers. About how they're dressed. Like, buddy, you're not old enough to be pulling a get off my lawn. Come on. And you're definitely not young enough.
Then, I started shouting at them, like, you know, you're gonna grow up...
What is this? What is the slam my penis in the car door? Is that like a meme? I'm assuming that's a meme, because everybody keeps saying that. I don't know what that is.
Hussies, your kids are gonna grow up hussies if you're not dead or, you know, in jail yourself, because that's usually the case with a lot of these black parents.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh man, this guy doesn't even have to be. I don't even have to be racist. This guy's doing it for me.
They abandon
what
their
the
kids.
fuck?
And their kids grow up to be drug dealers.
I have never seen a black man come at me with, you know, black people got no parents or whatever the fuck this is. This is wild. What the fuck? What the fuck? Who? Jesus Christ. I mean, I hate to give in to the joke, but if you want to talk about somebody not having fucking parents or fathers or being home trained or whatever, why are you like this? What the fuck?
And, you know, they have these lengthy criminal records, and the black women usually have to live on welfare. You know, I'm assuming their parent, the two black sisters' parents did. I assume so. So then I just eventually let them just run off.
Oh, is this... Did he get this ideology from Uncle Ruckus? Is that right?
Because, you know,
I don't know. I watched Boondocks as a kid, and I didn't wind up like this.
But, you know, the truth hurts, you know? And, of course, it takes us good guys to tell the truth, no matter how much it may sting, because the Chads lie.
You know, it takes us good guys, you know, nice people such as us, to go after 15-year-olds in a parking lot, and then when they run away, keep up pace with them in your vehicle, and shout at them, "Why do you look like such fucking whores? What What, do you got no fucking daddy at home? You need me to be your daddy? Huh? You know, good guys like him.
Constantly. They do nothing but lie. They lie about everything.
See, I like the person in chat who says, this is so cringe. I like it. That's a positive outlook, friend.
The Jag and the Tyrones do. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just, I wasn't surprised by the reaction I got, you know. I would have confronted them in the store, but there were too many people, and, you know, too many the privileged look out for themselves. I didn't want to be outnumbered or anything like that, so I waited till, I waited till they,
Yeah, all these hussies, they just eat hot chip and lie, god damn it.
were, you know, in talking distance, I'll say, in talking distance. But yeah, you know, you gotta make a stand like that, you know, and that's why I advocate.
Gotta make a stand, just like how, again, this is just we're all making jokes, but this is very concerning, like, language from this guy, because he's literally now saying, you gotta make a stand, which is exactly how he phrased the murders, committed by Alec Manassian and Elliot Rodger. That's a very concerning way of putting it, friend. And, by the way, yes, chat member, I do see this. And no, I do not owe anybody Movie Bob Part 2. Are you even aware of what a boring motherfucker Movie Bob is? I have addressed this in the past. And holy shit, I'll address it again. Movie Bob sucks. You know, I made the Movie Bob Part 1 video as one of my first videos on this channel, because at that point I had not yet encountered people like Iron Wrath or, well, okay, I did know about Pamperchew, but I didn't know about the extent to which Pamperchew was fucked up. And I didn't know about all the fucking Necro-Zoo fucking crazy people. Movie Bob is like just making fun of your uncle who wears his pants a little too high at this point. What am I gonna get out of Movie Bob? God, no Movie Bob Part 2, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is there to say? He's a retard. Everything he says is stupid and annoying. Fucking hell.
Court, so we can take a stand, you know? Because those type of females right there, they wouldn't go for a good
Movie
guy.
Bob is a good guy. That's right. All right, well, you know, those types of females, those 14-year-old girls that you stalked at the store, they wouldn't go for a good guy like you. So that's, you know, that's Drake Robinson. There's more to this video. I'm sure it continues being wonderful. And he's got a whole channel. He's, you know, we're not going to watch anymore. He does have a video called Alec M Was a Victim, so that's another good one about how, you know, good guys such as himself, but he's got a lot of great videos with titles like, Why is Life So Unfair? Life Sucks When You're Alone. Why Does Life Have to Be Like This? I'm Reaching My Limit. Another Day in Hell. You know, and again, all joking aside, this man is very concerning. This is the same exact kind of dialogue that Elliot Rodger was going through before he took a stand, as this guy put it. This guy is officially saying, oh, these murderers did nothing wrong. Their victims had it coming. Yeah, all I'm saying is if you know this guy, watch the fucking news. Keep a watch out for Drake Robinson, because his name is going places. But yeah, that's him. That's incel Etika, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna move along in a little bit to Metroid Dread. I'm finally going to get to start Metroid Dread. First impressions and all of that. But before we do that, man, you know what really sucks? You know what really sucks? Like, really sucks? So, okay, now, okay, where's a good screen cap here? Yeah, right. So, like a week ago or something, me and some friends, we were in the chat in the Discord server, and we were just looking at some nonsense. It was the same dive for garbage that we found the Not Tim and Eric stuff and a couple other good things. But one of the people that we found, I remember we just looked up the term Bigfoot. And I knew that looking up Bigfoot, I've never just done a Bigfoot stream before. And at some point, I think I will have to. Because there's just so much stuff that there's enough for a full stream just about people talking about Bigfoot. So that'll happen. There will be a Bigfoot stream in our time. But when we were looking this up, I think we also looked up the term sex magic. I don't even ask why we looked up sex magic. Maybe we were talking about Red Hot Chili Peppers earlier in the night. I don't remember. But Bigfoot, sugar, sex magic. And here we are. We found a channel by the name of... And now, brace yourself, because this is very triggering for me. You know, this is activating my PTSDs. This man who wants to cut his hand off. And this is Rudolph the Tall White Alien. With a video called Hand Amputation, a powerful magical exercise. Well, gee, you better need a lot of magical energy all at once and just once, because if you ever need any more, you know, that hand is gone. But yeah, Rudolph the Tall White Alien, and I'm sure this video is great. I'm sure, you know, I remember watching some of this. I'm sure this video is fantastic. He talks about cutting off his fucking hand for spiritual fucking sex chakras or whatever. I don't care. When I found his channel again, and you know what? The only way to do justice to this is when I found... Oh boy. Oh boy. When I found his channel again, well, first of all, you know, you need to see what the man looks like. But the first video, the most recent video on his channel, is this one. Please keep in mind, this is a quote from a thing that we're watching. And the video is titled, "I am tired of minorities, Rudolph the Tall White Alien." And there he is. You know, he looks like the kind of man who would be tired of minorities, let's be real. But yeah, no, I came back to this channel, and the last time we looked at this was the most recent video. And then after a week, I come back, and 15 hours ago, I am tired of minorities. And I mean, you can see the rest of his channel here. He's got alien shit. Like, this is, you know, full crazy and whatnot. Child sacrifice and sex magic explained. Explained. Don't worry, he's gonna explain it. The making of a superhuman Amy the alien hybrid faces mortal danger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, shut up! Stop angry feminist women in politics. I mean, I agree with that, but yeah, I am tired of minorities. What do you got for us, Rudolph the Tall White? Protective COVID-19 amulet. So we're starting strong. This squiggly line here that almost looks like the fucking S symbol that everybody drew in grade 7. This is gonna protect us all from corona, everybody. So while you're busy being tired of minorities, you know, get yourself protected. Don't get the vaccine. Just order this little fucking Sonichu medallion.
Hello, this is Amy, the hybrid administrator for Rudolph the Tall White Alien. We are pleased to share with you these extremely powerful amulets coming from our tall white race, tracing back many thousands.
Tall white race. You know, I'm just saying, calling yourself the tall white alien, you know, obviously some jokes were gonna be made, but then making a video called I am tired of minorities. who knows, maybe this video goes completely off, you know, what we would assume, and maybe it's just like, I'm tired of the concept of minorities. We should all be equal people, or some shit like that. Who knows, but our tall white race, yeah, absolutely, please go on.
Thousands of years. You will be protected from a myriad of things, including disease, harm, and bad luck. Inquire to possess one for your own benefit.
Uh-huh. Unless you're black.
Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall
Why are your lips so wet? I don't like that.
white alien, as most of you already know.
This is still too quiet. God damn it.
Today I would like to talk about the hype of minorities.
Oh boy.
How small groups of different kind of thinking people can get into a position of terrorizing the vast majority.
In other words,
now,
whites.
First, I would like to make sure that I am not against any kind of variation in human thinking.
Right. Okay. I knew when he was like, now, first of all, let me be clear that we were gonna get a, you know, I'm not racist, but I do like this, like, listen, I'm tired of minorities. I don't have a problem with people thinking differently. It's just when they start looking different, you know?
Whatever you believe in and how far out your beliefs are and your lifestyles are.
Yeah, I feel sorry for all the Germans in the audience. Man, you guys can't catch a break. It's either fucking this guy or Hitler or like fucking Angela Merkel or whatever.
That is completely okay with me. We all in the universe are very unique creatures and have many, many different very personal traits. This said, so you know, I'm very open to all kinds of lifestyles. I would like to explain to you why I'm tired of people who push their beliefs on us. I
mean, you have an entire channel about fucking aliens and shit. You know. Can it be said that telling me to order the Corona protective amulet or whatever is like, I don't know, pushing some kind of belief onto me?
Tired of it because I always believe that
of course, you know, like again, it's almost too easy to point out the fact that this man looks like a supervillain. I mean, he looks like a fucking supervillain. He looks like an Indiana Jones Nazi. Like, he's got the fucking, like, leather trench coat. He's got these, like, steampunk fucking goggles. This is like some Dr. Octopus shit right now.
Anybody in the world should do what they want to do, but do it in a more discreet and stylish way. Whatever you believe in, made environmentally, sexually, lifestyle-wise, or your gender or race, whatever you believe in is fantastic and okay with me. But please, please listen to me. Don't rub it in my face all day long.
It's okay if you want to be a brown person, but I swear to God, if you come at me with any of that fucking culture, I don't want to hear it, alright?
I do not want to be in the press, on the street, with people which I encounter, be constantly reminded that somebody is a vegetarian.
Oh, well, that I can agree with, to be honest. Yeah, we get it, you're better than all of us. I understand. Thank you.
A black or a woman.
Alright, well, now we're going off the rails a little bit. You know, alternative lifestyles, like being a fucking vagina, you know.
A homosexual.
Or a vegetarian, you know.
Or an environmentalist. I know about these things, and you can read up on it once in a while, but I don't want to be reminded every single day of it.
That's very... Yeah, I don't know. I mean... I know, listen, I know that black people exist. I just don't want to be reminded of it, okay? God, is that asking so much?
Imagine you meet a person who is, in his very first impression of himself, a vegetarian. What kind of information is that about a person?
Well, I mean, you could learn everything else about Onision first. Either way, it's going to make you hate him.
If you meet somebody and the very first thing this person says to you, "Hello, my name is Joe. I am a vegetarian." Who cares? That's all he is. All he eats is eating carrots all day from morning till night. Then you can say about somebody, "Yes, I met a man and his whole life is about eating carrots. And after he's completely exhausted from eating carrots, he will sleep a few hours before he starts eating carrots again." Then I would say, yes, this person is a...
I mean, yeah, if you introduce yourself and you're just literally like, "Hi, I'm Simon and I'm gay." It's like, all right, do you like knit? Like, are you like a mechanic? Do you have anything else going on in your life other than like, lifestyle things or whatever? Like, that's certainly a little odd, but I mean, it's also like you have to assume with a guy like this that it's the whole like, oh man, I was celebrating, I was at my mom's place for, we were celebrating Ramadan. Oh my God, stop coming at me with all this fucking, I get it, okay? You're fucking, like, it's that kind of thing. It's like if his wife was like, "I'm on my period," he would be like, "Stop with the propaganda, oh my God."
Complete vegetarian or vegan, for example. But nobody is like that. People eat maybe some carrots or some sprouts, and they do other things. They go to work as an engineer, as a barkeeper, or whatever. Then they have some kind of a family life. Then they have maybe interest in...
Yeah, I'd like to point out the person in chat who says criticizing vegans for self-describing. Meanwhile, he calls himself Rudolph the Tall White Alien. We've also got Amy Tall White here. Very good!
Collecting postal stamps and there's so much about a human being besides being a vegetarian. It is so ridiculous that people put themselves in a position to reduce themselves to one particular tiny trait of them.
And I mean, I can agree when somebody makes their entire personality that they're like a woman or something. Like, if you know someone and they just go around in like, I am feminist, hear me roar kind of fucking like shirts or whatever. It's like, okay, what else are you though? If I pull the string on your back, do you say any other phrases or just the one? And I can understand that to an extent, but it's also just, I mean, there's also just this kind of person who, yeah, I can put up with you if you're insert group here, but secretly I've got issues with insert group here, so just don't tell me about it, and I'll try to forget that you're part of this group, and, maybe then I'll treat you like an equal person. Because that happens too. And, I don't know. I'm just saying, this guy calls himself a tall white alien, and he's like a German man who looks like a supervillain. So I'm just, it's within reason to assume that that might apply to this guy. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Imagine a child goes, or a young person goes walking on the street, and on the other side of the street, they see a person of color.
Oh boy.
And then they
and the person of color looks at them and realizes that he's looking at two black hussies, 15 years old each, wearing way too little clothing, and then he starts and it becomes a whole thing. He's in his car, and you're trying to get away. It's a whole thing.
shout across the street, "Hello, you are black, right?" And the person says, "Yes, I am black."
I don't know if they would say that. I think they might just give you a look and continue walking.
"Oh my God," you ask, "your ancestry must have been slaves." Yes, they have been slaves. That's right. I'm a black person.
I mean, do you know how many people's ancestry must have been slaves? We're really getting into some weird territory on this this video.
My ancestors have been slaves. Then you must be suffering all day long under that reality. You must be suffering because your ancestors have been slaves. Yes, I do. I suffer all day long being a black person. I'm completely miserable because my grandmother was a slave.
I love that it actually has in the auto captions grand grandmother. It really got all those like hyphens and everything. It really, I'm proud of the auto caption, honestly.
Yeah, but you never met her. Well, that is true too. But still, it's in my blood, in my genes, this kind of suffering I can't...
Oh, I don't like it when a guy who looks like this starts talking about our genes. I mean, he is one step away from Metal Gear Solid villain. Just... It was in our genes all along, Snake! Yes!
...carry around all day long. So this young person asked, "Can I come across the street and give you a little contribution of $10? I don't have more, in order to compensate for all the suffering you have to go through all day."
I'm just wondering what actually led to this situation. Because, I mean, obviously it wasn't a situation where he walked up to someone on the street and said, "Hey, you're black, right?" And, like, this happened. This is all like a weird fantasy. This is like a weird hypothetical that he's concocted. This is, you know, my favorite genre of YouTube video is the one which is essentially the video equivalent of the meme on, I think it was either Poll or the Int board on 4chan back in the day, the international board, where it would be like, you know, this American guy walks past a European guy, and he's just like, hey man, hey, how's it going with that hand egg that you guys play? Anyways, catch you later, man. Yeah, you too. And then he goes on the forum later, just like, "This fucking piece of shit Europore motherfucker talked to me the other day, and you know what I did? I fucking slapped him right in the fucking face." That's my favorite genre of YouTube video, where you can tell it was literally just like, I walked past someone at the bank, and they turned that into a whole fucking like epic battle of history. They turn it into the fucking Battle of Helm's Deep or whatever the like. Listen, Rudolph, all you did was walk past a guy. You don't need to go on this whole tear.
Sure you can. And it's the same with a homosexual, for example. You see a homosexual walking across the street from you, and you call over and say, "Excuse me, sir, are you homosexual?" And the person smiles and says, "Yes, I am a homosexual." "Oh,
yes, are you also a homosexual?" "Why, yes, I am." Did you wind up going to like a nice club with this man? Please tell me more.
This is so interesting because I saw the way you are walking. And it looks like a dance.
Okay, all right. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that video. Okay. Oh, geez, I didn't think we were, you know, it's amazing that we got so far into the video titled "I am tired of minorities" before we really started to get off the rails. What is wrong with a black vaccinated cross-dresser? Oh geez. Okay. All right. It looks like we're still off the rails. Continue. Go ahead.
Greetings, my human friends. This, once more, is Rudolph of Germany, the tall, white alien. The topic of today, I think, is overdue. It's just a viewpoint which has been neglected lately in today's political correct world.
The viewpoint that there's nothing wrong with being a black vaccinated cross-dresser? I don't know. Call me crazy. I feel like that's pretty accepted now.
The topic of today is, do I have the right to dislike other people?
Well, you know, if you were from, like, you know, Boston, maybe, but you're from Germany, and again, you look like Magneto trying to keep his fucking power level in check before he whips out all of the fucking airplanes and throws them at the president. You know what I mean? Like, for you specifically, maybe you could just hold off on not liking people. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to say hate. That would be a little bit stretched for the modern mind, because people are so horrified of the idea to hate
somebody in chat says, and I have to agree, somebody in chat says his teeth are italic.
Somebody or something.
Look at them, he's right.
That probably many of you would be appalled me talking about it. But dislike, the softer form, may be still possible to express. Am I allowed, as a creature, as a human, as a black man,
what?
Or a white woman, or a homosexual,
all of these things you identify as, I'm sure.
A straight person, a lesbian, or a feminist, or somebody who is...
You already said white woman.
Completely normal. Am I
normal
allowed to dislike other people? Well, this is a very, very large topic, I admit.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know if you're the one to be addressing it.
Because it looks to me like if I would be a member of a minority...
Yeah, that's a good point, chat member. The last time Germans disliked certain people, it didn't go that well. Yeah. I don't know, maybe that's a stereotype, you know, but...
I have an easier time, even as a non-vaxxer,
oh boy,
or a vaxxer, whatever you want to call it. Now there's another discrimination going on. People who do not want to have a COVID shot, just on the side. Am I allowed, as an average, regular,
Are you sure you're average and regular? I mean, again, you look like the melty face Indiana Jones Nazi. That's all I'm saying.
Minority person to express my dislike towards others? Well, the fact is, we all have sympathies and antipathies and dislike in our hearts.
Yeah, this is the kind of... Somebody, like, makes a joke or whatever in chat and says, I'm sure he'll explain to us how the Holocaust was overblown. Yeah, this whole tiptoeing around, like, well, you know, I'm allowed to hate certain people. Like this fucking, like, whatever this is, like, college thesis about the concept of disliking people. We need to learn more about the concept of love, honestly. But, that just kind of, it really does just kind of come across as like, well, no, it's not that the Holocaust didn't happen. Like, hear me out, okay? Like, it's just, you know, again, you hear I'm sure if this guy was from Boston, it would all be fine. But, you know, he looks and sounds like, as people have been saying, the fucking bad guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So I don't know. He looks and sounds like every bad guy. Because the way I see it, people are split between, like, various Marvel supervillains and various movie supervillains. So I'm just going to assume every bad guy.
This is completely natural, and it has always been like that. The only problem which we are facing in modern political correct times is that we are pressed to not let these feelings take over. We are, as let's say, a majority, like me, look at me.
Do I have to?
A white, older man of wealth and privilege.
Yeah, privileged enough to go on the internet and pretend you're an alien.
Am I, as such, not allowed to express my feelings against minorities?
Da 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 da. We'll be right back. That's just a good, like, I don't know, there's a lot of memes that you could put after what he just said.
Privilege. Am I, as such, not allowed to express my feelings against minorities? Am I not allowed to express dislikes against people?
People.
Who
we drank the blood of some people.
Are also bear dislike and
it's you.
Hatred in their hearts against me? Well, hatred is always dumb and primitive. And we should not hate other people just because of their skin color or their sexual orientation.
Okay, alright. Now we're getting into other stupidity. Hatred is dumb and primitive. I mean, yeah, so is, like, every emotion. Every emotion is, like, primitive inherently. Funnily enough, I just referenced the concept of love song. There's a great video that shows that the clip from that song, understand the concept of love. That comes from, like, a Black Panther speech. And it was talking about, like, you know, you can't have love without hate and, you know, all this sort of stuff. And it's, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you know, you're kind of lying to yourself if you pretend that, oh, I don't hate anything. Hate's for people that are beneath me, I'll have you know. Like, that's a little disingenuous, I don't know. But,
the problem is only, long before these political correct times, people lived together. And as a white person, I see a black person, and maybe we come into a conversation together and find each other sympathetic, or maybe not at all. Or I see somebody on the street, he's a cross-dresser, and I say, wow, look, somebody, a man.
Oh, you can't say that.
Middle-aged, and he wears a look-through ladies' underwear and a short mini dress. but it did not necessarily mean I had to hate him. And maybe
I like how this guy is like just coming to the conclusion that, you know, wow, it's like I met this one black guy once and we talked and we had a lot in common and I didn't hate him because he was black and his name was Drake Robinson.
At these times back then, I would have said, fine, talk to him. Maybe he's a smart man, or a smart woman, and maybe they have some kind of something to say which interests me. But since political correctness took over, I do not have a choice to like black people anymore.
I just don't have a choice. They took my choice away from me, you know? I'm sorry.
I do not have the choice to maybe respect and befriend homosexuals, lesbians.
People say the kids are fighting. Is there like kids screaming happening? Is something happening? Are people like arguing outside? I don't know. I don't hear anything. Listen, focus on the tall white alien, alright?
Or people of other opinion. I do not have that choice anymore as a white man, as a majority of the population in the Western world, to like minorities. No. I must like them and I must love them. And if I don't like them wholesale, all of them at once, with all their faults and all their good deeds, if I do not like them, I am not accepted.
So, in other words, this is a very, very long I'm not racist, but... Alright, well, you know, we now understand his feelings towards other people. White people are not human. Oh boy! Wow, it's amazing how time changes things. A new god for slaves. Slavery is natural for most people. Okay, actually, never mind. This seems like he's always been on this. Mandela effect explained. Racism starts inside your head. Oh yeah, this guy's been talking about racism since 6 years ago. At least. And Anunnaki. So, you know, we've heard what he has to say about race or whatever. Are Africans affected with a deadly virus? Time travel explained. Let's hear him talk about time travel. Because as we know, you know, this guy here, you know, who looks, again, you know, epic comic book reference, but he do be kind of looking like the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming right now. He's a widely traveled man. He's an alien, you know, a smart alien individual. Why am I able to, like, move? Oh, it's... okay. Turn that off. But he's like an alien. He's got so much info for us. And we need to stop arguing over, like, race and all of this stuff and just focus on the secrets of time travel, alright? Please tell us, Rudolph, the white-faced alien or whatever.
Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolph, the tall white alien, speaking to you. Today I would like to give you a simple outline of the technique of time travel. Certainly, in a few hundred years, the human mind will be ready to find a technology to do it on their own. Until then, I have to give you only a few very simple examples, and on these examples you can build up your knowledge and get a general idea how it happens.
Well, people are saying he looks like Eggman. No, you're kind of not wrong. The glasses are like too big, and the jacket's wrong. But he kind of looks like the Sonic 06 Eggman, where you could see his eyes behind the glasses. Oh god, that was disgusting.
In some of my videos, I spoke of the looming pole shift, and I also told you about my future. Not the future of Rudolph of Germany, but say my human form, which is lent by me by Carl. And I have made other future predictions a few months back when Donald Trump and Mrs. Clinton were battling for the presidency of the United States.
Metroid is
Of
coming.
course, I went onto the side of Donald.
Like I said at the beginning of the stream, how can we have our pudding if we don't eat our meat? All right, Metroid is a way to reward mostly myself for having to sit through this fucking insane nonsense. And the insane nonsense is that's like the day job, you know. We got to get through the grind of crazy people before we can, you know, bing bing wahoo.
Trump knowing the outcome of the election. I gave you several other predictions, and you may wonder and think, well, does this guy really know what's going on? And how? How can...
Well, this guy has been recording videos for 5 years or so, where he's been reflecting his phone in his fucking stupid sunglasses or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know if you know what's going on. I really don't know.
Anybody look into the past or into the future? Well, let me tell you how. Just imagine you have an enormously powerful telescope which can go and look at already extinct stars, which are not even existing anymore for many millions of years, but the light from these already non-existing stars is traveling through space with such a speed that it even then takes millions of years to reach planet Earth and your eye.
Okay.
Let's say this enormously strong telescope you look through and you follow backwards the beam of light all the way to one particular star, which a long time is extinct.
Okay.
And this star has a certain life
Is he
form.
wearing 2 pairs of glasses? I think he's got, like, his prescription normal people glasses underneath these, like, you have 24 hours to submit to my demands supervillain glasses. I think that's what's happening.
On it, which may even resemble the life of humans on Earth. There are villages, there are cities, there are means of transportation you can look into with this enormously powerful telescope. Look into the windows of the houses, you can observe the people on the street. You can see their...
Okay, but that's not really time travel. That's more of like a... I mean, I get what he's saying. It's like if you could see the light from the star that got extinguished like 1 million years ago or whatever, then you'd be able to see, like, hypothetically, if you could use the same... Because it's all, like, based on the whole thing about, like, you know, if you look up at the fucking stars... You're not actually seeing the stars, you're seeing, like, the light that has traveled from that star to Earth and how long it's taken to travel that far or something. So, like, you're kind of seeing in time travel when you look up at the sky. I kind of get what he's going for, but it's also, like, that's not really time travel. That's like a... It's like a time theater more than anything.
Animals, they're
Which is a great name for a prog rock band. Nobody steal it. All right, I know there's another band that has a really similar name, but don't even worry about them. Okay.
You can see how in hospitals children are born and people are dying. All of this you can do with this unbelievably powerful telescope. You look into it every day for several hours. And you observing life, how it unfolds, and you watch it for years and years and years. All of a sudden you feel immersed in the life on this planet.
Now imagine all of this, except it is the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2.
Are getting familiar with families and individuals and situations.
Billions of Chow under your command.
Situations, how they occur. But you have to keep in mind, all of this has happened millions of years ago, and you are a witness involved into the life on this planet, which does not exist anymore. So, this is the simple form of time travel, if you have the technical means to do so.
That's not travel.
But, what happens if the people on this planet would have a telescope looking at us, what would they see? And this is...
Well, if I'm following along correctly, this would have been millions of years ago, so probably nothing?
The point. If you would have a telescope of this nature, which is so powerful, and you can increase the speed of light, of the beam you see, not the beam of the planet reaching us, but us looking at them and them looking at us back. Then there you have...
We're looking at each other and we don't know what to do. They call me the alien.
The crossing of two time zones, so to speak. And if this technique is brought to a point which I cannot explain to you yet, then you have a back and forth situation of two realities which have existed and exist in the now and in the future. You cross both, and if you have the abilities, the intellectual abilities, you can see deeply into the past and deeply into the future.
Once again, this isn't travel.
And assess the situations which will come out.
That's not
we,
travel.
the tall white aliens, do have the opportunity and possibilities technically to look through our technical means from our home planet to planet Earth.
What's your home planet?
And
Tell me about
other
it.
Ones. And because of that, we can predict. We can first of all see what the present is. We can see what the past was, and we can see what the future will be.
But that's not travel.
And
though.
Because of all of this, we are able, to our subliminal means, to influence the minds of some of the population of planet Earth and give them information.
Right, like how you gave people information about coronavirus or, 9/11 or any of the other things that you presumably would have had knowledge about, but just for whatever reason didn't feel like talking about. All right, well, that's time travel explained. I'm sure there's more to this fellow. We might look at him another time. But for now, you know what? I think that our time at the salt mines has concluded. It's time to get all video gamesy. It's time to video games it up. So now, speaking of tall aliens, I will transition us over to the scheduled video games. Get these video games happening here. Let me what do we gotta do? Full screen? Okay. Is there not a way to do this without the... What the fuck? Alright, well, this is annoying. I'm trying to set this thing up, but it's got like the full fucking sidebar, and I don't know how to not have the sidebar happen. That's pretty annoying. I guess I can go full screen, but then I'm full screen. And I mean, I don't know. I guess that'll work. That's pretty annoying though. I don't like that. Fit to the screen. No, see, that's wrong. That's stupid. That's not how you do that. There you go. I guess that works. And we better hide the boys. Well, okay, well now all the boys are here. Hang on. Jesus wept. Mr. Anime. No, we don't need him. We don't need that Rich Evans. We don't need Ashtar. We don't even need fucking Sangi or any of these people. We don't need fucking Elisa. Get out of here. I would like to keep Richard Fortnite Blevins happening. After all, he is our esports consultant. So we'll keep him just down here in the corner. He just likes to watch you guys. He's just watching. And, you know what? 2 Sangis. It's fine. That's fine. Just in case some weird shit happens in Metroid. Yeah, so video games. Bring up the chat here. Which, because I'm forced to be in full screen with this, I guess we'll be covering up part of the screen, but that's okay. And yeah, this is my Bing Bing Wahoo machine. We got Castlevania. I could just play this. A different Metroidvania game. Just play that. But I think I'm good on that. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. Bunch of shit I haven't even started. Marvel. There's Marvel. Anybody asks you when's Marvel? There it is. Yeah, a bunch of shit. I made the mistake of buying the Quake remaster on the Switch. And then I had to buy it on Steam because, like, I wanted to play Quake and there's no fucking way to play it on this goddamn thing. But let's do Metroid. Yes, close the software. Thank you. So this is a game I waited a very long time for. Let me just make sure that the... Oh god. Oh yeah, ruin the experience. Get that nice and loud. Alright, well this is not exactly a Metroid Prime level title screen. I'm going to be very critical about this situation. We're gonna be playing the game. You know, like I say, I've been waiting fucking 20 years for this. The previous Metroid game in the story was like 2001. A virulent floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo, not the Kozo. That's what I used to think. Named after their word for ultimate warrior. Are you sure it wasn't named after Metro Tunnels and Android or something? Ba, 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 ba. This is kind of MIDI-ish. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right. It sounds a little MIDI, but that's okay. X-Parasite, gelatinous parasitic organism indigenous to the planet SR388. Could absorb the DNA of its host, living or dead, and replicate its form. When infecting a living host, it could even access the host's memories. X-Parasites were driven not by emotion, but by an instinctive need to replicate and spread to increasingly stronger hosts. Their inability to be controlled marked them as even more dangerous than their sole predator, the Metroids. Like the Metroids, they are believed extinct. So yeah, this is a recap of Metroid 2 through, like, Fusion, I guess. Man, these are some nice pre-renders or whatever that is. I guess that's just art. I don't know. But this is like a high-quality version of the shit you see at the beginning of Fusion. With no Metroids surviving on SR388, it became infested with the X, horrifying parasites, or, well, we know who they are now. Unaware of this, I set foot on the planet, got infected, and almost died. So yeah, Metroid Fusion happens, Samus gets attacked by these wacky parasite things, and they give her this weird new outfit. Man, these are some nice fucking updated... These are, like, straight-up visuals you get at the beginning of Fusion, in, like, the opening of that game, but now they look good. It's great. The only thing that saved me was a vaccine created from Metroid DNA, which also left me uniquely able To oppose the X, this ability was tested immediately when I went to a Biologic Space Laboratories research station to investigate a distress signal. It's always a distress signal. Ah, yes. And of course, there's the scary boogeyman of the series. Anyone who played Fusion remembers SAX. There I battled many powerful X forms, including the SAX, which was the X mimicking me in my power suit at full strength. I eventually eliminated the X menace on SR-388 by setting the BSL, the bullshit research station, on a collision course with the planet. Yeah, fuck that planet. After that, the X and Metroids were just memories, or so we thought. Just when it all seemed over, the Galactic Federation received a mysterious video transmission. An X alive in the wild! Oh no! Analysis proved the video was real. Although the sender was unknown, the transmission was traced to a particular planet. So wait, is this talking about the end of Fusion when all that fucking crazy, like, conspiracy shit happens? I guess spoilers for the end of Metroid Fusion, but there's a whole plot thing where Samus, like, betrays the Federation because they're, like, evil. Or whatever. It was called ZDR. If the X had somehow escaped extinction out there, they would pose a threat to the entire galaxy. The Galactic Federation dispatched a research team of 7 Emmy to investigate. So there we have the big scary robots. Excellion Star Corporation. An Emmy is a large research robot designed to capture field samples and extract their DNA. Their incredible mobility and protective plating, made of the strongest stuff in the universe, practically guaranteed the mission's success, but not long after their arrival on ZDR, all communication was lost. This is a lot of text for the start of a Metroid game. We've come a long way from the galaxy is at peace. Also, I guess Samus just has a normal suit now. What is happening on ZDR? Is the planet really infested with X? As the only one immune to the parasites, it's up to me to go there and find out. I guess I didn't really think that this game would continue the story of the X. It doesn't really seem to, like, show a lot of that in the pre-release stuff. But I guess it's just continuing the X. Also, am I, like, able to be heard? Metroid Infinity War. Show, don't tell. How's a new player supposed to keep up with all this? Well, hopefully they would have played the earlier games, but as the last game chronologically in the series was released on the Game Boy Advance 20 years ago, that's probably not an option. And as Nintendo refuses to re-release them, alright, now we're into real graphics. Oh, what the fuck? Voice acting? This game's ruined. Other M2... Oh, she looks so shiny. Who is that? Is that Adam? Listen, I work for peanuts, okay? I mean, clearly. That's right. That's right, male gamers. Oh yeah, that's Adam. That's right, male gamers. Samus is a girl, alright? This is the original feminist video game. Blast off. Down into the mysterious planet. Oh, okay, we just all of a sudden have this suit now? What? What the fuck? She clearly had a different outfit. Is this supposed to be like the... Is this supposed to be like at the start of every game when you lose your Varia suit and you just get the power suit or whatever? Is that what this is supposed to be?
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, you can remain in contact. Any objections, lady?
I heard Adam talking to me. He was like my mentor, and my father, and my boyfriend. He told me he did not allow me to go through that door, so I didn't. Wow, we're really getting into it all at the start. All right. So this is a Chozo, Chad. If you don't know, this is like the bird people that like raised Samus. I feel like we're jumping in halfway here. This is a lot for the start of the game. This is the first example of what appears to be an evil Chozo. Oh, the parry move. Yeah, hit him with a missile. Magic missile! Okay, and that's why her outfit completely changed colors. Obviously. Now, I gotta say, I do not like the way they gave her, like, a neck. I know that might sound stupid, but, like, her old design, she didn't really have much of a neck. Now she's got, like, a weirdly shaped head. I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah, I guess here we are. Oh, I'm not allowed to use the D-pad. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. So... Oh no, these controls. Oh, am I able to change these controls? This is gonna be a problem. I cannot change the controls. I can change the map control. Oh no. Okay, so it's like... the L button to aim, and then you have to stop in place. Why can't we just use the right stick? The right stick does nothing. Can I not just use the right stick? Is that really asking too much? Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna be very critical about this. I've waited like 20 years for this game. So if it's not completely perfect, I'm gonna have a fit. I'm also bad at video games, so don't expect too much. Alright. Oh, we got some wall jumping happening. Very nice. Is this a save point, I guess? Ammo point, alright. We got some missiles, we got background, fauna, and flora. Don't... come on now. What am I supposed to do? Continue -1 missile? Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Me through there. The super brain computer. Is this the computer that we download our fucking missile data from, or whatever?
Uploading data.
I guess that's that other computer. No, this is an upload station. Alright.
So, you've accessed a network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded.
It's disappointing that even a big-budget Nintendo game like this is not able to afford any better than text-to-speech. Come on, guys.
I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia.
Okay.
That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear.
That filthy attacker.
I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas, shuttles, elevators, and other modes of transport.
Samus, it appears that this planet is structured like some sort of Metroid game.
Pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you.
That's true.
There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your
Oh, so this
power
is...
suit.
Oh, this is... Okay, this is the basic power suit. Man, I miss the classic power suit. Can I just say... I gotta show people this, because a lot of people don't even know. You don't even know! But, like, the original classic Samus power suit. The Chozo power suit. It wasn't the one with the big, stupid fucking shoulder wheels, or whatever. That's the Varia suit. Everybody thinks of Samus and they think of the Varia suit, but that's like the one that you get to live through the hot levels, or whatever. The power suit... God damn it, I know I have a picture somewhere. God damn it, where's the goddamn... Here it is. The power suit is this fucking thing. It's just this cool... Like, it's got the little... It's got some shoulders to it, but it's... I don't know, they're like sleek. I like it. You can also tell she didn't have such a big fucking neck before. She had no neck, which was also kind of bad, but yeah, I miss the old power suit, man. We just never get that anymore. There's no respect for the old power suit. It's a shame.
One final thing.
No, shut up.
Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Adam. No objections. So for those of you who don't know much about Metroid... Oh, we got options. Is there control options? Oh, baby. Nope, no options. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Nintendo, for not giving me any options. Oh, I can change the brightness. Very awesome. Wonderful. So now... Some of you may know that I have, I'm handedly challenged. And so pressing the left shoulder button and then moving the left stick in order to move my aim around is kind of like a whole thing. I now have to, like, extend my right hand, my one hand. The index finger now has to, like, go across both of the shoulder buttons so that I can just do this. It's kind of like running in the the new Hitman games, where the run button is on L, and if I want to move around, I have to hold the controller in this weird-ass way. Oh, that's cool. I knew that was there. Oh, now it's time to learn the thing that ruined Metroid Samus Returns. The melee counter. So in the last Metroid game, which was a remake of the second Metroid game, it had this little counter thing that you use. When enemies attack you, you do the counter, and then you shoot at the enemies. Oh god. And it kind of just made every fight into a real pace-breaking nightmare. Because every single fight turned into just hammering the fucking counter button, and it was not fun. I am not a fan of the last Metroid game, which is thankfully now in captivity, I've heard. But yeah, I've seen footage of this game. Hopefully its parry doesn't become as much of a fucking pace-breaking, just like, oh, here's any enemy, time to wait for it to attack, and then hit it with the, you know, instant auto win move. Okay, now the map is happening. Did I press the... No? Okay. Alright. If only I could turn off the... Why do okay, now missile tanks look like a weird VR thing. But... It would be great if I could, like, turn off all of the tutorials. Oh, now we're on the E3 trailer. This is the closest we're getting to Metroid Prime 4, everyone. Savor it. Okay, then. Get away from him. Get away from him. Alright, then. Yeah, follow me. Fucker. Fucking portal turret looking ass. Alright, now you're stuck in there. You stay there. I'll go this way, but you stay down there. The super energy. Now she has the red arm cannon, and it's like a weird limited one-shot move that she gets. An Omega cannon. Omega Blaster Online. Hold R to charge the thing. Oh man, this is like a whole fucking thing that I am just not able to do easily with one hand. But alright, I'm figuring it out. I gotta hold the controller like an asshole, but that's okay. That won't ruin this for me. Yeah, fuck you! Right in the face! Right in the face! Yeah, then it turns back into the green arm cannon, which just doesn't fit with this new... I like the red one better. They should have just changed the color of it to red for this new outfit. Alright, well, so that's done. This way. So far, I'm not loving the music. It's not terrible, but it's just kinda there. Metroid's known for having some pretty great music. Ooh, what's this room? Look at this nice looking ass room. Now that's what I call a save point. Look at her weird neck, chat. I can't get over it. Hang on, I gotta get like a closer look at this. Yeah, save, and then show me that neck. And then, what do I do? No, not the eShop. Come on now. Come on now. What is it? Album? Here are some other good pictures. Here's this asshole. Sometimes I just press the button by mistake. Trials of These are like all by mistake. And then just some Zelda stuff. Oh look, I found the cookbook in Breath of the Wild. Finally found it. Yeah, but most importantly now, what is with this neck? Can I like zoom in? No, I can't. I can share and edit it. No, fuck that. But like, look, why does she have a neck now? She doesn't even have a neck. I mean, it would be one thing if she had a neck. But it's just like the helmet, and then just, like, a bunch of space, and then the suit. It's weird. I don't know, it's just weird. Okay, we still don't have Charge Beam, or anything like that. It's weird that we got missiles before charge beam. Usually that's like the other way around. That looks suspicious. Am I not able to go down there now? Oh, I was... okay. Well, now we gotta go into dark aether, or whatever. Yeah, I swear the back of her head has, like jet engine exhausts now, too. Or something. I like the new suit, but it's just some of the shape changes that they've decided on are a little odd. See, I don't like this new wall jump. In Super Metroid, you could just chain together 100 wall jumps in one go. But now it, like, propels you so far from the wall. I mean, I'm nitpicking at this point, but you have to understand, this is the nitpicking of a big-time fan. I want to have nothing to nitpick, but alas. Alas, this game's clearly a 0 out of 10, and I hate it. Oh, you fucking creepy motherfucker. Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Oh dear. Fucking come chase me then, dummy! Uh-oh, what's he doing? Oh, what's he doing? He's coming this way. He's coming this way! Yeah, you can't follow me through there. Fuckleberg. Yeah, you run away. And we've got like an invisible guy in the background. Now we got some music happening. Oh, I can hear it. There's some stuff happening. My biggest fear with any new Metroid game is not that it's going to have like linear gameplay. I mean, that's annoying. Not that it's going to have like voice acting or not have the right tone. My biggest fear is that it's gonna have generic, like, wah background, you know, instead of, like, music, instead of good Metroid music. I fear that it'll just have, like, ambient noise for music. Wait, I can wall jump off of that? Alright then. Oh, we need our boyfriend to tell us what to do.
Uploading data.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all enemy will be hostile.
Oh man, the hackers that got Twitch, they got that Emmy too? God.
Enemy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an enemy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An enemy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the enemy's own exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive,
seal the
you
exits.
must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the enemy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits.
Okay.
An enemy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an enemy captures you.
Unless you can pull off the frame-perfect trick.
There may be a very small opportunity to escape. but exploiting this window will be virtually
I
impossible.
mean, at this point, I already did this once.
The enemy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first enemy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an enemy zone should be simply to survive.
Objective survive. Oh, man. Yeah, save. Why would I ever not save? Come on. So, we got multiple doors. Can't go through the fucking super door. And I think that one's like offline. I probably need charge beam to wake that door up. No, I don't have the fucking morph ball. God damn it. Well, I guess we're going back into the fuck zone. I don't need this thing hearing me or whatever weird shit it can do. God damn it. Can I go this way? Yeah, see, like, if this was Super Metroid, or even, like, Zero Mission or Fusion, you could pretty easily just double wall jump up this same wall and get around this. I mean, it doesn't mean the game is bad. It just means I wish that that was still a thing. I don't know. Oh, this little fucker. This little fucker. Yeah. Alright then. Yeah, I see you looking for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, but I can't go that way. Well, damn. Alright, you come over here. Yeah, you do that. And then you fucking have to chase me now. Alright, pro gamer shit right here. Never mind, these things hurt. Don't you start. Oh man, I want my morph ball. This is total BS. Wait, if I... God damn it. This game's so easy. The bonfires are everywhere. So basically this game's got like horror zones. There are zones in the game where it's like, now you'll be scared. Because there's weirdos chasing you and you can't do anything about it. And then the rest of the game, it's got like normal zones. Bop, 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 bop. The music's not like super memorable yet, but I mean that could change. It's not bad either. It's just a little bit, you know, first day on the arpeggiator. But it does sound like Metroid music, I'll give it that. Oh, what's this? What's this fancy room? I'm jacking in! Oh, is this like a map room? Yeah, I guess that's what that is. There's quite an area in this game already. Oh no, I didn't save! Oh no! There we go. Oh, everything's fine. The yellow rooms are saving facilities, the purple rooms contain transportation devices, so we got fast travel. I've already got 6% of items. Is that just in this area? I hope that's just in this area. Ah! Come on. Is that even the right way, though? I like all the... I gotta say, I like all the, like, pre-release stuff that came out about this game. Where they were like... Because Metroid has, like, historically never sold that well for Nintendo. And so I guess they were trying to, like, explain Metroid to casuals or whatever. And they were just like... should I go right or left? I don't like going left. Well, Metroid's not the game for you. This is the game with exploration. They have to like explain the concept of a Metroid game to people. It was pretty funny. Okay. Not that way. But yeah, if you are new to Metroid, there are multiple ways to go at any given time. And I could go this way into the spooky zone with the Emmy. Or I could go up here. You know, there's probably like an upgrade this way. I have a feeling. I have a suspiciones. Oh no. Yeah. I almost fucked it up, but I'm a gamer. I roll with the punches. Alright, now what's in this room? Probably just a lot of shit that leads me down to where I already was. So for now... There's sort of like omnidirectional aiming while you're walking. Where like if you walk... First of all, there's no just walking. It's all running, which for the first time in any game, I think I don't like. Because usually it's like, when am I ever gonna walk and not run? But, I mean, Samus walks sometimes. Even if you, like, inch the control stick forward, you just break into a run. That's a little weird. And you see Samus in cutscenes and stuff. She, like, walks so slowly and, you know, cautiously. And here, you're just running all over the place. But I do like this, like... auto clamber up this little ledge. That's cool. But yeah, if you're like running around, you can kind of point your gun arm without having to do the like stop and aim thing. Let's go into the spooky zone. Oh dear. Oh, it's seen us. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know if we can get away. Ah! These things are pretty good at following you. I gotta give them that. More water. Give them more water. Now drown them in there. That's what we need to do. Or just go this way. That also works. Oh, we're still not out of it yet, though. He's gonna come for us. Now we're out of it. There we go. And there's a special statue. Oh, is this the morph ball? What was that? What was that? Missiles? I want the morph ball. Come on. What the hell is this shit? What? Samus can't crawl or roll? I mean Metroid, sorry, that's her name. Metroid can't crawl or roll. What the hell? Underpowered. Oh, this is a lovely room of death. Let's get out of there. Does this refill my health? It does very much. Okay. Little fucker. You shitting on me? That's not cool. Missile door. Very nice. Oh. The charge beam. Interesting instrumentation for that. We got the charge beam. Alright. Something how the charge beam works. I'm sure it's very cool. But now we can open these doors. Uh-oh. Oh, is this gonna be... No, this is where we started. And it is also a room with a big enemy. You know what? That didn't work properly. But it's okay, we're gravy. Gotta learn the charging times. Or parrying times, or whatever. Don't you start shitting on me. And now we have more health too. Oh, this game is baby easy. This is too easy for babies. Well, what are the fucking gaming journalists doing when they're all like... Apparently this game is very hard. That's what gaming journalism would have you believe. And I mean, I'm sure it's like... at least somewhat challenging. But, I mean, it's also a Nintendo game. Which, like, are never hard, so I don't know. I think it's okay. Barely got that. Well, that's okay. We're learning. I swear I'm learning. It just happens slowly. Wow. Quite a timing on this. So this is the area that we started. It's got some, like, slightly harder guys in it now. But we got, like, more stuff. Including this annoying parry thing, which thankfully this parry thing is not so bad here. What's weird is I actually usually like parry mechanics. Like, Lost Judgment has an entire fighting style, which is the snake style, where it's like just about parrying shit. And I love the snake style, it's great. But then in this game, and in like, I mean, less so in this one, but very much so in the first game that had it, which was Samus Returns. It literally was just like every single enemy you ever saw, you have to use the parry thing. And it just made it kind of, like, annoying. They wanted to, like, spice up the combat, and it did the exact opposite, where, you know, before you might have, like, oh, maybe I want to use my missiles on this guy, maybe I want to do this or that. And in Samus Returns, it was very much just like, alright, here's an enemy, time to wait for it to flash so I can do the parry thing. And, thankfully it feels like that's less the case so far. Oh, we got another secret room over here. Oh no, this is the Emmy zone. I've been in here. Are we about to fight a boss? Is that what's about to happen? Yeah, there's a boss. What do we got? I'm anticipating boss. Maybe not, though. Let me up there. God damn it. Ah, Christ. Well, okay. Alright, now. Okay, then. Alright. You're really, aggressive. Yeah, that's quite some, ferocity you have in looking for me. No, you don't even know I'm here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Where am I fucking supposed to go? Jesus Christ. I want to say up there, but... Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, you didn't hear anything. No, you can go fuck yourself. Okay, alright, okay. Alright, this is what happened last time. We went through here, and it was a whole thing. Alright, well, I guess we can't go through that room yet, unless we can. Oh, what the fuck is that? There's mysteries abound on this here weird, strange planet that we're on. Sensor lock door. There's a missile tank that way. Adam, you got any news for us? No. Alright. Oh, we can go through this one now. Ah, you love to see it. God damn it. I don't think I like this free aim thing. You'd assume it would be the preferable way of aiming, but now it's just like... Now there's no diagonal aim at all. The classic Metroid diagonal aim is gone. And now you gotta do the free aim thing. Oh boy, 2 of them. I handled that like a champ. Definitely. Now I'm just forgetting how to play the game. Oh boy. A lava tornado. How you guys doing on lava? Now that one, now I'm an epic gamer. All right. I don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts. Something tells me I can't go through this door. No, I cannot. Not while it is currently so hot. Nope. This is the danger zone. What about here? Oh, this is fine. Yeah, save that shit. There you go. Look at these, like, lads in the background just holding up this room. It's like, keep holding it. It's gonna fall if you don't. What's this? Thermal fuel, okay. I hear ya. You know, I'm looking at Samus's new outfit, right? And like, first of all, I like the way she like holds up her hand if there's like a wall there. That's cool. But I'm looking at her new outfit, right? And like, you know, it's kind of like a new version of the fucking fusion suit. It's like similar. Just want to get a good look at it. Like, you see this outfit, and it's like, I was assuming that we were gonna get an explanation. Alright, well still, she's just tiny on the screen. I wish there was like a zoom in mode or something. I was assuming there was gonna be like an explanation as to how she gets an outfit that looks all wacky like this. Because this isn't quite the fusion suit, it like looks different. But I guess the explanation is just she had a different one, inexplicably, and now she doesn't. So, alright. Can I get a boss? It may well be time for boss. Yeah. There's like this oppressive music happening too that I swear is like da 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 da. That's like from another Metroid game. That's a leitmotif. Oh wow, I managed to get hit by that. I'm impressed, actually. I had every opportunity not to get hit by that fucking shit ball that he just threw at me, and I missed every opportunity. So like, am I supposed to go this way now? I don't think so. Well, I guess I'm here now. Adam, you got news? Adam!
There was no record of your assailant in the Federation database. However, there are records of a chosen warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility the two are connected.
Okay.
You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the enemy after you? The footage of the X-Parasite may have been staged to lure you in.
Oh, okay, so this is all based on the fucking Federation. Because again, if anybody didn't play Fusion, which is understandable because let me remind you, the previous game in this series, before this one, was a Game Boy game from 20 years ago. But if anybody didn't play Fusion, that game ended with some weird shit where it turned out that the human space government people that Samus works for are like actually secretly insidious and conducting weird experiments. And so I guess, I don't know, it's weird. It is weird because that game literally ended with Samus like escaping the planet or whatever, the space station, and basically she's like a fugitive on the run from the government. And then I guess between that game and this one, they just like, it's fine, all's well, don't worry about it. Hey, check out this planet where there's X-Parasites. And I guess you just believe them for some reason. And now you're here, and it's obvious that they, like, staged this. Okay.
The situation remains unclear.
Oh, it remains pretty clear.
It hasn't changed. You must return to the ship.
Government man bad.
Supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors.
Thermal doors.
To proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first enemy. It is the only way you can confront them. Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an enemy is destroyed. There are 6 remaining enemies hunting you. You have no means to confront them.
Only
Remember
6?
that.
I mean, that's not that many. Okay, so I guess, yeah, the thermal door. These bad boys. Health station. Nice. Alright, well, if there's a boss coming up, I want to do this with primo save health ammo. Whatever that means. Well, now we're doing this dance again. Okay, where do I go now? So that was a thermal... No, that was a thermal door. So probably this one. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, I should have seen that coming! Ah! I saw that one coming. And there certainly is a oh boy, there certainly is a feeling of dread when you're in one of these zones. Oh, now it's boss time. Oh, it's gotta be boss time. Look at this boss-looking ass motherfucker. The fucking SpaghettiOs? Wow! I wasn't expecting to see SpaghettiOs. Chat, these are from Metroid 1 and kinda Super Metroid. You don't see these often outside of Torian. Alright, am I supposed to, like, reflect them, or... do I, like... No? What about a charge shot? Huh. I think I just shoot the guy. Yeah, I just shoot the guy. Alright. Is that working? Kinda looks like it is? I don't know. The missiles might be working. Yeah, eat some of those. There you go. Oh, see, now that was too easy. Now you're gonna have to fight back. Are you kidding me with this boss? It literally just stands here with a creepy brain eyeball and I kill it. Okay, good. Remember, game journalists find this too challenging. Now, it's entirely possible that it gets harder, but okay. That was a pretty simple first boss. Alright, let's kill this fuck Omega Stream. Heat up the shielding. Okay. Alright then. And now we gotta shoot the robot boy with the thing. Uh-oh! Oh, I missed! Yeah, okay. Okay, why does that not... Okay, alright. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, that was weird. I shot it with the thing, and it didn't do the thing. What the fuck was that? Oh, but we also autosave, so it's fine. So I guess just get away from it? I mean, I can get away from it. I've been doing that, but But when they first introduced this thing, I was shooting it at the thing, and I don't know, I'm very confused now. Where am I trying to go? Apparently Samus automatically aims at the target. Okay. Alright, well you come down here. Yeah, why does that not do anything? What is this shit? I don't understand. Am I supposed to... Oh, I think I'm supposed to do the fucking Omega stream thing? Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Alright, well... Great. Why even give me the option of surviving that? Like, it's obvious you're not going to. So just make it instant death. Don't make me think I can survive it. Come on. So, alright. You gotta, like... There's apparently just, like, multiple moves you gotta keep in mind with this, like, limited time Omega stream shit. So I guess I just... do this. And then I wait for this guy to show up. No, but fire it at him! What the fuck, Samus? Alright, well that time it worked. Yeah, aim it at his cock. What the fuck, Samus? Hit him! It, like, kinda works for a second, but you don't have enough time. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, this just sucks. You have to, like, be really precise with the aiming, too. Would you fucking please get hit already? Oh my god, you gotta do this twice? This is, like, weirdly... okay, alright, yeah, we didn't hit him in the exact pixel. So, of course I have to do this again. This is not great. Oh, now he's coming this way. Okay. Okay, is that good enough? Jesus Christ. Why did they give me a boss that was the easiest shit in the world and then you have to, like, remember 5 new moves or whatever for the fucking next robot you see? That was just annoying. So you gotta, like, aim at it once. Spider Magnet. Okay, my favorite Marvel comic. You gotta, like, aim at it once with the L button and then, like... fucking then just press the shoot button and hold it down. And that, like, I guess overheats it or whatever? And then you have to do that again. But, like, fire a fucking super Omega missile at it or whatever. And press the missile button. That's just, like, a lot. I don't know. That's unnecessarily complicated a little bit. Okay. Oh, Metroid can crawl now! Dude, Metroid can monkey bars. Holy shit. This is the future. I love that the Omega thing, too, it's like, it has as much power as it needs to have. It has as much power as you, the player, need it to have before it runs out. Yeah, so not super crazy about the Emmy stuff. I mean, I like running away from them. But actually trying to fight them is like weirdly tedious and annoying. Missile tank. Oh boy, more Emmy shenanigans. That's what we love to see. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've been here. And that's the save room. Alright then. Alright, well, I think I'll call it here for now. Yes! We did our little dance in the save room. It is the year of monkey. That's correct, chat member. Yeah, I've got some issues with this, but it's good. It's mostly good. You know, I don't know if people... I don't know if people necessarily know this because I've been kind of shitting on it, but I'm mostly just being a dick for the sake of being a dick. As someone who's waited a long time for new Metroid, that was pretty good. All things considered, that was pretty good, and I look forward to playing more. I might not play it all on stream. I most likely won't, because unless I feel like randomly streaming at 2 AM or whenever I next feel like playing the game. But I might play some more of it on stream. I don't know. I might play something else on stream. Maybe I'll play Other M on stream. That would require some stupid fucking control emulation to happen. But you know what? I could play Sonic 06 on stream right now. I have it all set up. It's perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna do some super chats here, and we'll listen to a bit more Metroid music while we do. Oh, so see, this is real Metroid music. Just gloopy, bloopy computer noises. That's Metroid. Okay, let's take a look at some super friends. $50 from Victor Martinez. Take this as comp. I'm really sorry for not warning you about that Fluttershy picture. Oh yeah, and the that video from the last stream. I mean, that's okay. It was fun. Hopefully it doesn't discourage you from looking more into Cyber 8 vids in future streams. I'll verify all his vids before suggesting them, as most aren't that sexual. I mean, I don't think it got me in trouble. Knock on wood, but no, it was fine. But thank you very much for the 50. And yeah, no, that was a good suggestion last stream. I'll have to look into more of that. I like the part where he had his fedora. It was great. $5 from Fidgety Penguin. Late and gay. I'm unsubscribing and refunding. Oh no. Late I can handle. But gay? I don't know. $40 from Soon Dead Gonna Die. Doctor be trippin'. Yeah? Yeah, we're in the da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. This music is like almost Doctor Who music, too. It's perfect. You know what? If I put the bear in the middle of the screen right now, like that would be perfect. Just have it like 50% opacity in the middle, like fading into the background. That would be perfect. Thank you very much for the 40. $20 from I Don't Care. Dork, I was watching Vinny's Wario World LP yesterday, and I realized how much of your jokes are from that stream. Then I watched Joel's Mario Land LP and saw you in the comments go, "What's wrong with Wario World? I'm on to you." What? Me? Be inspired by other people? Never. Not once. Specifically Vinesauce? What are you talking about? Never happened. Never once. 300 ISK from Snack. I gamered so hard my Joy-Con broke. I hope that's not true, because, man, that's a thing to happen on your first day with Metroid. That's unfortunate. $5 from Kirko Greiman. Yo, Claw, also, intro song sounds like music that makes you poo. Lamau. Well, thank you for adding the Lamau, because otherwise I would have been very cross with you. $5 from Mandel. He couldn't enjoy his fireplace. He couldn't go to the beach. So he went to the only place not corrupted by copyright. Space! That's right. I did. I'm now in the micro Ant-Man universe. $3 from Exiled Postman. Hey, just wondering, do you watch Letterkenny? I seem to remember seeing footage of that and thinking it looked unbelievably stupid and intolerable. But, I mean, I know people like it, so maybe it's not live-action Family Guy. I don't know, that's kind of what it looked like. $20 from Lucas. Papa Claw, please archive this. I need shiz to listen to at work. I'm sorry, I got a bit mixed up with that. I mean, as I always say, if it doesn't get archived, it'll be posted in some form as like a clip or something, but I mean, that's happening less and less these days. I don't know, I'm just feeling very... Anything I do on YouTube seems to get people mad at me and get some kind of strike on my channel or something. Literally streams from 2 years ago have this effect, so I don't know. Suppose it doesn't matter if I do, but I'm just not in a very enthusiastic place with YouTube right now. I don't know. If other people want to do clips too, I mean, that's also fine. Let you guys deal with the fucking copyright problems or whatever. But, I mean, at some point, if nothing else, it'll probably stay unlisted, if nothing else. You can probably find it on the playlist or something, I don't know. I just always assume anything I look at now, it's like, oh yeah, that guy's gonna get mad at me and decide to, like, you know, go after the fucking stream or something, I don't know. But, I'll do what I can, I suppose. $2 from Kirko Greiman, no message, but thank you, and then another $2 from Kirko Greiman. No, not Wayne! I mean, listen. Listen, he also mentioned the Zumbinis, so, listen. $20 from Alex Fozdek. I don't like that. I don't like the $5 from Alex Fozdek. Far Cry 5, 'tis what I'm playing. Ah, verily, 'tis. Thank you very much for the super chats. $5 from Victor Martinez. I remember going through that nice guy incel mentality about a year ago. I'm glad I went to therapy that was provided for free at my college. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, you know, I've had positions in my life that I've been in where I've been like, oh, women are this and that, and they all look at me like this and that, and it's not a good headspace to be in, which is why I feel for someone if they're still not so far gone that that they aren't fully bought into like the buzzwords and shit, because at that point there's no saving you, most likely. $5 from Monoyo82. What's your opinion on the Judgment series? I personally like it more than the normal Yakuza series with Kiryu. The first Judgment was pretty good. Lost Judgment is a lot better. It's got some things that aren't so great about it. You know, I don't really... Like, it doesn't have a single moment in the story that's as interesting, like, visually or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but, like, in the first game, there's a part where you know, you're going after some guys and you break into this room and there's a bunch of just Yakuza guys standing around on, like, a stripper stage. And I think in that same mission, you, like, run away from some guys on a skateboard, and it's, like, a whole segment. And there's nothing quite as, like, wacky and bombastic as that in Lost Judgment, but I'd say it's, like, more of a subversive game than the traditional Yakuza thing, where, like, There's a part in the story where I realized, like, okay, well, here's this character, and he's doing this and this, and I kind of agree with this guy on some level, but because this is like a Yakuza-esque game, you know, there's no way that this guy can... There's no way that this is gonna not wind up being like the anime final boss or whatever. And, you know, no spoilers, but everything that I thought that they would do kind of in the typical, like, Yakuza fashion, they did in a more interesting fashion. I gotta say that much. They did it in a much more interesting way. There's a genuinely really interesting, touching moment at the end that had me tearing up with, you know, I won't, again, no spoilers, but it was a phone call between a mother and her son, and, yeah, it had me pretty sad. But, yeah, it's a great one, especially the second one. I don't know why reviewers are claiming that the second one is worse when just about everything about it is better. But yeah, play Lost Judgment, everybody. If you don't have a Switch but you have a PS4 or Xbox, and you're looking for a game of the year for 2021, well, Lost Judgment might be it. I don't know. $50 from Psycho Fang Senpai. Roses are red, violets are blue. Claw-sama is streaming. Ooh woo. Oh man, you better be glad you gave me $50 so I don't ban you right now. Good poem, but glad to see YouTube didn't boot you after the K debacle. Gonna simp and get drunk on some apple whiskey before I start my 4th mandatory overtime week in a row. Fun times. What do you work for, a game company? Jesus. Yeah, enjoy that apple whiskey. I hope you're not overworking yourself, friend. Thank you very much for the 50. Yeah, try to I don't know, get your bosses not to do that to you. That's unfortunate. $5 from the Bobinator. If you decide to kill innocent people, you immediately lose all sympathy people might have for you. Yeah, I mean, his whole thing was like, well, they aren't innocent because they wouldn't have sex with him, or whatever. Which, I mean, again, obviously is a very, very childish way to look at anything. Let's see, a £1.79 from Son of Angron. Grug no get peen wet. Grug go club people. I didn't know we were talking about Onision. 3,000 ISK from Snack. Dude, what the fuck, Claw? Was it really necessary to spoil Kuwana and Lost Judgment like that? I'm like halfway through the game, dude. I've never been angry at someone for spoilers, but I'm very invested in Lost Judgment. I gave you warning, friend. I'm sorry if you got spoiled, but I said there would be spoilers. You had at least a full second. At least a full 2 seconds to do something about the spoilers. But you know what? At least I didn't tell you his real name. Oh. Suspicious. Something's going on. $2 from It'd Be Zach. Caramelize me, Claw Daddy. No thank you. $5 from Stephen Bunting. Hey Claw, if you like Arion, you should check out Mechina. Mechina? Gina? Mechina? I don't know how to say that, but I guess it's like Machina, but with an E. Yeah, I'm always down for more Arion stuff. You know, I remember when I first learned about Arion, and it was on the GameStop. GameSpot forums. I always mix those two up. I think everybody does. I don't know why GameStop hasn't changed their branding, but it was on the GameSpot forums, and I was literally just like, can anybody recommend me some music that's like, I don't know, Zelda music, but it's got like guitars and stuff, and you know, like, you know, flutes and stuff, and I got recommended that, and I never looked back. $5 from I Hate Yankees. Chicks dig serial killers and true crime stories. So maybe these guys actually have a chance. Yeah, I don't think they dig being the star of the show in those stories, at least not most of them. $2 from Savos Mock. I'm sick and tired of the stupid Stacy's. Yeah, you say it, don't spray it, Drake. Come on. $3 from Silly Palm. Dr. Feminala isn't a bad supervillain name. Feminala. Feminale? I don't know. I mean female, obviously. But I just Femi-nale. Is that like a reference to something? $5 from Aaron Cook. I knew a guy who would talk like this, and his hatred of women actually drove him to screwing dudes. Nothing wrong with that, mind you, but that reason. Yeah, I mean, you know, I used to know a guy who would say, why would you date women? Women suck. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, whatever makes them happy that doesn't involve murder. That's the important thing. $5 from Victor Martinez. As mentioned in my previous chat, this guy and others need to take the first step and go seek counseling. This type of mentality will ruin your sanity. Well, I mean, it's very cult-like, obviously. You know, you got all the buzzwords, but it's like a weird cult. It's not like a cult of personality or like one of those, you know, Salvation space cults. It's like it's literally just a cult around feeling bad and blaming other people for why you feel bad. It's pretty weird. If you actually, like, analyze it, it's pretty weird. $2 from Tusky. If Brian is a Chad and not at fault, why run? You mean, like, yeah, well, I mean, he's a Chad, and that means he's a bad guy for murdering that woman. And that's why that woman should have dated a good guy like Drake Robinson, who he equates to other murderers. Like Elliot Rodger. So it's a real mental loop-de-loop. I don't know if I understand it. $5 from Nate G. Play Through the Fire and Flames. You know, that's not actually that hard on a guitar. Like on Guitar Hero, it's hard. But on a real guitar, I mean, it's not easy. But it's easier than you would assume that song would be on an actual guitar. $1.49 from Butter, and then $2 from Butter. I think he forgot his extra salt. Oh no, he's perfectly well salted. $10 from Reed Neely on the topic of Metroid Dread. I'm glad that we got a game with the real first female protagonist in gaming. Well, that's not really true. I mean, there was some other game that was really similar to Metroid. It was like a Namco game or something. And I don't know, that came out like a little while before. And it wasn't like Sega's Ninja Princess or whatever, which I now only know about because of Ready Player 2. That fucking garbage. I think that was before Samus. There were a couple other ones. But Samus was also one of the first ones where it wasn't like that wasn't the selling point. It wasn't like, hey, you get to play as a hot chick who kills things, like Lara Croft or whatever. And it also wasn't like, I mean, I guess they did the, you know, beat the game fast enough and you see her without her suit thing, but, you know, that's like a little different. It also like lied to people and claimed that she was a guy. In the manual, it was like, Samus Aran is a cool guy. He is the greatest bounty hunter. That was in like the first Metroid manual. Yeah, Metroid was the first. Samus was probably the first female protagonist where it was like just, hey, I kill aliens and I don't afraid of anything. And my main personality isn't having big triangle titties like Lara Croft or whatever. It's having big 8-bit titties that you see if you beat the game in under an hour and a half or whatever. $2 from Victor Martinez. We got a 10-11 in Central Liberty City. Oh no. Oh, he better have a tank to get away from that one. $2 from Garnet Bezanson. Discount based Etika. Don't call that guy based. Not even as a joke. Come on. $2 from Voice of the Legion. Can't stay long, but have some shekels for the road. Well, you know, patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a Voice of the Legion. $10 from Evil Plush Monster. No message, but thank you very much. $5 from Kate. When a guy uses the term females, you know you're in for a time. Again, if he's got a reason to say females clinically, like if he's a doctor, if he's talking about cats or some shit, then that's fine. But invariably you hear guys like that who are just like sitting there in their room calling women females. And it's like, I don't know, do you refer to your fellow guys as males? Not usually. I don't know. And this is a little strange. $2 from Victor Martinez. GTA 3 will turn 20 years old 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, honestly. They finally announced that GTA trilogy thing, and I was really assuming that was going to be like a full remake, and like that's what the rumor was or whatever. It was going to be a full remake of all 3 PS2 GTA games in like Unreal Engine or whatever. But apparently it's coming out this year, which means it's probably just a port, and I don't know what makes it definitive. Maybe they got the Michael Jackson songs back for Vice City. I don't know, I'm hoping for like a full remake. That would be cool, with like nicer graphics and everything. But I would also hope for Vice City and Liberty City stories, and those are apparently not involved. I don't know, man. You want to tell me it's the definitive edition? I would assume that it would include the Vice City stories and Liberty City stories. Come on, guys. How am I gonna play Slash TV now? $5 from Dino Cookie Cat, or Dino Cookie Cat. I'm sorry, but since you mentioned Bigfoot, I have to grace you with the exploding Mormon coffin cow called the Funeral Mountain Terra Shot. I do not understand what words you are saying. Funeral Mountain... What the fuck? Funeral Mountain Terra Shot. What is this? You know what? I don't know what this is, but I'll save this next to the Bigfoot thing in my list for later. Stick around for whenever we do a full-ass Bigfoot stream, because that's gonna happen. We're probably gonna look more at the tall white alien whenever it does, too, because we found him... Well, no, we found him because of sex magic. Does he even have videos on Bigfoot? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if completely by mistake this guy also happens to be a Bigfoot guy. What do we got? No. Rudolph the Tall White Alien is sadly not a Bigfoot guy, but that doesn't mean he can't have a guest starring role on the Bigfoot stream, okay? $5 from Soniloid. Sing along, everyone. Rudolph the Tall White Alien had some very shiny lips, and if you ever saw him, you would say, you racist prick. That's pretty good. $5 from Savos Mock. We get it, Claw. You only have one hand. Stop rubbing it in. Well, if I don't rub it in your face, how are you gonna know that I only have one hand? You're just gonna believe me? $5 from Aaron Cook. This guy looks like the world's worst Judge Doom cosplayer. You know, I've never seen Roger Rabbit. I really should. I really should. I've also not seen Das Boot. But, you know, eventually, one of these days. $5 from Mandel. Here's hoping you keep this stream unlisted and not private so I can watch later. It's a good one. Well, you know, I think it's a pretty good one, too. And, I'll probably at the very least have the Metroid segment up on DeadwingDork. I gotta do more game segments. I gotta finally do the stream of me playing fucking Sonic 06. Cause, you know, contrary to a lot of people on the... Well, I shouldn't say this. I know Vinny has said before that he enjoys bad games, too. I like bad games. If anything, I have just as much fun playing a shit game that I can just make fun of as I do just having fun actually with a game that I actually like. But yeah, I gotta play some more bad games. I feel like I've got some other ones on the 360 that would be good as well. Could just do a 360 Kusoge extravaganza, you know? It'll be great. $5 from Savos Mock. He clearly couldn't see into the future of what he was going to say with how he stumbled over his words. Yeah, it reminds me of Chris Chan, where he'll watch... He used to do this thing where he would, like, watch... It was some brony shit. Some, like, TF2 brony show or some terrible garbage. And he would watch it and he would, like... It would be, like, a new episode he hasn't seen and he would be trying to, like, mouth along the words because... Well, he's seen it before in his brain space. In the he sees the future, after all. He is the CPU goddess Sonichu and Jesus Christ, or whatever it is that he says he is now. But, yeah, he would do that, and it was like, come on, Chris, you don't know what they're saying. You have not watched this before. You can just watch the thing. Come on. But, yeah, it's very similar. $5 from Daddy VO. Do not question the bird folk, only allow them to envelop you in their love and knowledge, and a skin-tight suit. Don't worry, it'll be fine, Mr. Bear. Well, hey, listen, I haven't seen Metroid Dread Samus in the Zero suit yet, so, you know, I'll wait. I'll wait until I see her in that, and decide whether or not it's fine. But, $5 from Psycho Fang Senpai. Samus is such a space Stacy. If she would just have sex with Ridley, maybe he wouldn't be trying to kill her all the time, you know? Exactly. See, this guy gets it. $5 from Cunning Plan. Having fun, Claudette? I was, and you know what? I was winning. I was winning, son. And finally, $10 from Soon Dead Gonna Die. Strippers, you say. That's right. And blackjack. And hookers. In fact, forget the whole thing. So yeah, that'll do it for us for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I do appreciate it, especially if you made it all the way to the end, as... You know, I mostly just advertised the stream as Metroid stream, and Weirdos was kind of a secondary thing. And I know most people just watch me for the weirdo stuff, but every now and then I like to do something that's a little different. And this time I thought, you know what? I'm not like a gamer channel, but I've been waiting for this one for like 20 years. So I was happy to be first on the scene with some epic gaming. We've actually got another $10 from Mandel. Had a nightmare that involved your stream. Here's a description of it. Super chats are being a darn. So go to the paste bin website and add... oh man, I can barely understand this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is that? 5S2. Okay. All right. Well, let me try to let's see. Paste bin. What was it? 5S2 A8A8P. Well, I hope this works. So the dream started with me browsing YouTube and stumbling across your stream. I click on it and it's just another one of those furry weddings you looked at a bit ago that take place in a gym. But the guy at the front is just Nikocado Avocado just going non-stop. Like seriously, non-stop. Minutes on end without taking a breath. Oh, that's dedication. You're pretty weirded out by how Nikocado is doing that, so to ease your nerves, you look into the crowd of furries to find something else to comment on. You make some remarks that I have forgotten, because that's how dreams be, but then you come across a green teal furry that's convulsing. This furry is saying, Mr. Beer, Mr. Beer, Mr. Beer, Mr. Beer, over and over again. He sounds like the French chef from the Muppets. Isn't that the Swedish chef, or is there a different chef? There was a Mr. Beer in fucking Puna the Fuck Dog. Maybe you're thinking of that. I actually had a dream related to Puna the fuck dog as well, so maybe dreams are all... Maybe they're all taking place in the same dream complex, and we're all just like... I don't know, man. Think about that one. But yeah, there was a guy named Mr. Beer in that. You remain completely silent. After a good 10 seconds of silence, the dream seamlessly transitions to a first-person's perspective, where the viewer, me, is horrified by the sight of this Mr. Beer guy, and I bolt my shit. Despite getting further and further away from him, the Mr. Beer chanting does not get quieter. It gets louder. Then a second chanter, identical to the first, starts chanting in my head saying, Mr. Beer! I run as far as I can out of the gym, only to find myself in this tunnel. I keep running, the voices keep getting worse and worse. I want it to stop. Then I wake up, lol. Well, man, that was quite a story for the end of the stream. Yeah, I mean, again, if you haven't seen the Puna the fuck dog clip that I did, that one features a guy named Mr. Beer. I don't even think I show that in the stream. Like, I mention it. I mentioned in the description for the thing, Mr. Beer is like a thing. I don't even remember his role in it, honestly. But yeah, I do remember Mr. Beer from Puna the fuck dog. And finally, $5 from Savos Mott. Claude, did you see that the Zodiac Killer reviewed Persona 5? Gabe, come on, you did it again. You've been killing people with all that silly fucking astrology stuff. Come on. No, I did not see that. I'm sure you're memeing in some manner or means, but I did see that the Zodiac Killer was apparently found. So that's cool. Apparently he died like 5 years ago. So I mean, I hope he enjoyed Persona 5. I don't know. Anyways, that'll be it for the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by. And yeah, no need for a fade to black outro song. We've been going long enough. Yeah, take it easy everybody. Penis. Big penis. Big pussy.